It's been a
Bye.
while. I'm live. I'm live. I've got Tales of the Blue-Eyed Indian and Open Your Eyes Peeps in the house.
I got a triple notification on that live broadcast.
Come.
Yes, sir. I guess I got all my bells tapped over here.
You must have.
All righty. So the broadcast is live. How's everybody doing tonight?
Well, looks like we've got Born Eraser in the house. Omni's been in the house since before we even unlocked the door. I think she slipped in through a window. We got Teacup, Roots, got Truth Seeker, Jim Young. Man, we got a lot of folks come up in here. How y'all doing?
Hopefully everybody's well. Well enough to be here. We have a topic discussion tonight.
Yeah.
Courtesy of John Boy's keen eyes, scoping out the Tales of the Blue-Eyed Indian channel.
Well, you just brought up some memories, and it kind of, man, it just threw me, man, because you came to the kind of conclusion that I kind of felt like it looked like. But I didn't have any way of saying anything about that back then, and I kind of forgot about it. And then I saw your last two videos come up, and I was like, oh man, yeah. And now here we are because I wanted to talk about that. I just
Well,
think it.
it's a very good thing that I had brought it back to your memory, because hopefully this is bringing it back to several people's memories in case they forgot about it. This case hasn't been solved yet. So, it's just one more fucking sick monster running around that could be walking right next to us. You know what I mean? So it's always good to have a reminder that, hey, there's things going on, and we should probably be
Well,
paying attention to our surroundings, up, down, left, right, not just eyes to the sky type thing. We need to be looking all around us at this point, you know?
well, like you said earlier to me in the briefing or whatever they had, the investigator actually said that he could be in this room right now. They're saying he's so local that he could be standing right there with them.
Yep. Um, what do you got up there? Let's see.
Let's see here. I've got.
I see. There's one more right after that one. That one has some words on there, I see. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that was
The
the one you
video,
just had a written description.
yeah, there's a video that's directly after that one that I think is silent. Um, and I
Is it?
can't. Well, if you look, you can see detail on his face. Um, really, uh, I took the photograph uh, from a still shot of the video recording that Liberty German took of her supposed or alleged killer. So I took, because the law enforcement, they released it's like 1 second of video, but he takes like 2 or 3 steps, I think. And in that short clip, I was able to pause and play, pause, play, pause, play until I saw that he was looking up, and I took and paused it, and I cropped that area, the upper half, and drew it in, and then I took that and I layered it so that you have the image before you, which actually supposedly NASA and Disney worked on the image that we've been given, that's like on billboards, and it's all across the United States apparently. uh, I'd love for somebody to let me know if they see a sign on the interstate or highway with the Delphi murders information on there and stuff, because if you do happen to see it in a gas station or wherever you might see it, you'll see that it's a full-bodied picture of the man. They're usually black and white and very tiny, and you can't even fucking see it. Like, in the gas stations and stuff. But I've never seen one on a billboard, and yet they claim that, there are billboards across the United States that have this very topic, on their faces for everybody to drive by and see. So if they're out there, hopefully somebody has seen one. And if not, then I just would assume that they should be out there. And that'd be pretty fucked up if the people telling us that those are out there and they're not, are lying to us. But yeah, that video right there that you see now, there's just one frame of that where there's one frame of that video right there where he happens to be looking up, and I grabbed it at just the right point. But apparently the still shot that's on the signs and billboards is that picture, that last frame, I think, where his head's looking down, which it'd be right there. That's the picture that you'll see in a gas station or on a sign. The first frame of that video right there, that frame that you saw that was clear, that's the one that I took and snapshot and drew in to get the detail back. But I layered the photo several times over and ran it through a couple different programs. But actually, I think I'm the first person to reveal the actual face of the man on the bridge that you see there. Which is crazy to me because everybody has speculated, to the point of no fucking return. At this point, everybody's speculated everybody else. In a town of like 3,000 people, there's over 38,000 tips. So you can imagine people that are probably just mad at their neighbor are tipping it, and it don't even resemble the suspect or the sketches, you know what I mean? But there's 2 sketches that they've put out regarding this. And the face that I brought up here from this video clip, but neither sketch resembles it whatsoever. So, right. as far as my guess goes, I would assume that the sketches was put out there as a way to make the suspect, whoever the fuck he is right there that you see, that's your killer right there. The face that I brought up in the other video, that is the clearest shot you're going to get from that fucking video. And, you'd imagine that other people would have figured out a way to make it visible because everybody has speculated based on the sketches, the sketches. But that right there that you see before you, that is an actual photograph. That is a snapshot drawn in, layered, so you got the 3D detail back to the facial features. So you're looking at the face. You can see the mustache. You can see the retina of his eye, the pupil. You can see the point in his eye right there. So now if you was to get either one of those sketches, right, you will not fucking see that photograph before you there. Look at that. That's compelling, bro. That has enough detail, that is recognizable. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has done that. Not NASA, not Disney, not Carroll County, not all the sleuths involved in the case. I just am a native to the area. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sick and tired of seeing, everybody out there speculating, but nobody's doing any real work to the video. People are trying and whatnot, but I just figured I'd throw my 2 cents at it because I felt like it was something I would be able to accomplish, even though I'm a small fry. But that face, man, look at that face, dude. I feel like I know that face.
All right, I'm fixing to pull up those mug shots real quick. Yeah, because I looked at these earlier today. I'm telling you, I saw your videos, and I went and started looking. And man, I'm having such a bad lag on this computer. It's taking me a minute.
Okay, I just wanted to welcome in Save Sinner, and Albany does have a question. He's asking, where is this taking place? And trying to go. Where is this dude in what state?
This took place in the small town of Delphi, Indiana, very close to Lafayette. So, honestly, he could be fucking anywhere, but he's probably right in front of our faces. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Or
think
anybody.
that run off. He's getting away with it, and everybody's looking at him and don't realize it's him. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. I mean,
I believe you're right because who you compared it to is who I thought it was back when I saw it on TV for the first, and I was
well,
surprised when I saw what you compared it to, and I was like, oh my goodness! And that's like I said, that's why we're here doing this now because.
well, I heard it like a year ago. Honestly, I heard it in a comment on one of the videos regarding the case, and I never really thought too much about it. But the other night, I was sitting in here and I was watching the latest presser, the press briefing on it,
Right.
and I was looking at the dude behind the Doug Carter, which his name's Tobe Liazenby, but I'm looking at him and I'm like, this guy has changed. I'm like, he's like slimmer. He shaved his head. He didn't have glasses on. Like he just looked like he was, you know what I'm saying? This is the only person I have physically noticed to have changed his appearance like consistently throughout the search for this suspected killer. You know what I'm saying? Like when I seen him, I was like,
Right.
why does he look so different? Like he shaved his head and all kinds of shit. He had a crazy ass look on his face. Man, just watching it, dude, I was like, there's something not right. So I started to go through there and I took and would pause and play, pause, play. I slowed the because you know how you can slow down the video or speed it up or put it to regular
Right.
playback. Well, I slowed it way down and I hit play and I'm waiting, for his face to be just right. And then I pause it and screenshot it. And I'm like, okay, so I take that and then I work it, to kind of make like one was kind of in a negative format. The other one had color to it, but it was like toned a few different settings I toned on to kind of, make the pictures coloring of them or whatever, so that the similarities are more noticeable, I guess you'd say. But
Right.
so I'm looking at the pictures side by side and I'm like, because I'm the one that has the fucking photograph of the man on the bridge that you can tell it's a recognizable face thanks to, my helping hand.
Right.
But I'm trying to, it needs to be out there. You know what I'm saying? This photograph I have needs to be out there. I don't know what's going on with these sketches and all this shit, but that photograph that I worked on, that is what needs to be out there so that people can look at it and go, oh my God, I know this person, or, whatever.
Right.
So like,
We're gonna
it's
go
time to step it up for this shit. You know what I mean? And I see all kinds of people trying to help out and people from the UK and all over the place trying to put their 2 cents in on it. And I just figured, hey, since, I had a friend that grew up there when I was younger and I had rode my bike around Delphi several times, stayed the night at his house. So, Delphi is like a place I am familiar with because I grew up in the Buck Creek area. But like I said, the trails down there, man, I had my kid down there when she was like 1 or 2. When I was with my ex, we went down there in a little swimming hole that's off the trail. And, it's just crazy to think that something like that could fucking happen back there, dude. Because honestly, it's a beautiful place. And I feel like I would never go back there again. You know what I'm saying? Now that some shit like that's happened back there, it's just useless. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
don't know who or I feel like I know the face. I put the one out
I
there,
do too.
you
And
know, of the policeman looking crazy. But I
here we
wasn't
go.
speculating, you
Believe
know
me,
what
it's
I'm
on
saying?
this video.
Well, see, I wasn't really speculating though, you know what I mean? Because I didn't say nothing in the description or the title saying this is what I think.
Right.
It's just saying, hey, here's a folder I got with these pictures that happen to be side by side, and I'm sliding them through, and I'll be damned if they don't look like, wow, they could be the same person because there's my work, those two center photos, and then there's the snapshots from the presser of the man that I thought looked suspicious. And just because you're an officer of the law doesn't mean you can't be fucking suspect. Because right now, everybody is a suspect. I'm a suspect. You're a suspect. We're all fucking suspects in this because nobody knows who it is. So just because you got a badge, or just because you have that gavel that you can slam down in a black robe, or just because you have some kind of stature in your community, or you know what I'm saying, you're a firefighter or an upstanding citizen that's protected by your career, you know, of corruption, and you know what I'm saying, anybody can be suspect. So I wasn't really saying, hey, this is for sure him, but I'll be damned if it don't look pretty fucking
It
close. You
still
know
looks
what I
like it.
mean? So people was like tripping out on me for putting that video out there, and that's, I wanted to clear the air on that too, because you know, I'm not saying shit. Look what the title says. Let's compare. Oops. So it's just a comparison. By accident happened, you know, a
Right.
happenstance. So
But
there
that's
you
why
have it.
I'm here though.
Yeah,
Because
well,
I saw that and I was like, "Dadgum, that's exactly what I thought back when this happened." Because I remember they showed that guy up there investigating, and I'm like, they'll never find him because he's the one investigating. You know, I'm like, oh my goodness.
what else is to say about this, man? People told me that this sheriff right here on the side, it is fatter than the man on the bridge and shit like that. If you look
Well,
at those right there side by side, they look pretty similar in size, don't they? Their
right,
shoulders are
the
similar, the
guy
fucking
on the bridge.
similar, the mustache is the fucking same, the nose, the ears, you know what I'm saying? The jawline. Look at his chest poking out in both of those photographs.
Right,
Look at the
right,
white piece of clothing sticking out in both photographs from underneath his clothing. See the white on both of them? There's like wrinkled white clothing sticking up by his neck on both pictures. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. I ain't saying shit, but I put the video out there so that other people can make a decision on it. You know, they can do all the speculating they want to. That's just there for, hey, that's documented. So if it ever happens to, you know, it turns out to be him, I could be like, hey, look, I already knew. I'm not surprised because I'm over here
exactly.
doing research. You know what I'm saying? I'm researching. So people want to be mad saying they're different. He was fatter then and all this shit, but the the video that was took on the bridge by the girl with her cell phone, um, he was far away and she was zoomed in on that. Every time you see that sheriff, he's up close to the camera speaking to the public for through via media. You know what I'm saying? Media outlet. So yeah, of course he looks bigger because he's always closer to the fucking camera. But as you can see right
No,
there, as you can see
it
right
looks
there,
the same to
I
me.
brought his, yeah, as you can see right there, I brought his body up close to the camera, the man on the bridge, to represent the size wise of the up close, how up close the sheriff always is to the camera. So see what I'm saying? I brought the body closer so you can say, hey, and people still was like, no, the cop's fatter. I'm like, look, man,
No,
you
the
can't tell
dude
how fat
on the
the dude on the bridge
bridge.
is because the fucking dude was too far away. But now that I brought it in and brought detail to his face, I'll be damned if it don't look like that motherfucking dude.
The dude on the bridge is wearing an extra clothing also.
It
It's the
looks like
same
he's got
same
a
stature.
same. Carries his shoulders the same. You see that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Nonchalant. So nonchalant. He has this nonchalant persona, like just yada yada, but got this crazy ass face. Look at that face, man. That crazy face that
Well,
he's doing. Go back to the first picture.
I'm just letting
That
it play through.
do you see the picture of the sheriff right there in the middle? See how he's looking at the camera, bro? You're
Oh
at
yeah,
a presser. You are at a presser where they're putting information about the murders out. Why are you looking like that?
yeah.
You know
He
what I'm
looks
saying?
like yeah.
He
Hang
looked
on.
like he about to fucking kill somebody or something.
Yeah,
Like
he looks like I've been caught. Hang on, I lost the tab. Where
weird.
am I?
It's weird. I don't get it.
I think it's that dude, and I've always thought it's that dude. What the hell? Man,
What
I'm
is
running into
that?
all sorts of crazy stuff happening over here.
What was that? It's weird.
I'm having all sorts of crazy stuff happening over here. I have no idea. But my daggum hangouts won't strain on my computer. The best
We
way I
got
could do
Bamboo
this,
in the
excuse
house.
me for talking. What's going on,
We got
Bamboo?
Return of Cat Time. We got Save Center. We got Blue Surfer. We got Roots Magoo, Jim Young. We got Born a Racing. We got Teacup. Who else we got? Who else we got? We got People's Last Stand. We got MT. Ooh, we're up there a little bit, aren't we? Yes, sir, we are. We got Dog Adopter for Life.
Man, we got a bunch of folks. How y'all doing?
Good Lord. We got Albany in here. We got, Peeps, I think, is still in the chat too. Peeps, are you doubling up on us? He's
Pete, I don't know. No, I don't. Oh, Peeps is in the waiting room. What does that mean?
Teacup. That means he must have dropped out, and you gotta just click on there.
Okay.
He'll be in
I
here.
had him back.
Yeah,
From
you
some
just said.
strange or something. My bad.
All right, so let's. I'm gonna try here.
All right. Can you guys hear me now?
There
Man,
you
I'm
are,
sorry,
brother.
Peeps.
Hello.
All right.
I hardly see that chat over there. Oh my
I
goodness.
don't know.
I am having a lagging problem over here. God. Oh my God. Can we not shut this joker up? Man, I'm sorry, y'all, but I've got like a 5-second delay on my mouse. I click on something, it takes it 5 seconds to do anything. If I try to scroll something, I mean, ooh.
So, do I need to get everybody up to speed with what exactly this is about here?
I would
Yeah,
probably
go ahead.
quick on it so this way you could catch up to people that just walked in.
All right, so on February 13th of 2017, Liberty German, 14 years old, and Abigail Williams, 13 years old, kind of vanished in the woods. Relative dropped them off for a hike near an abandoned railroad bridge near their hometown of Delphi, Indiana, about 65 miles northwest of Indianapolis during a day off of school. They failed to show up at a prearranged pickup location, and their bodies were found the next day in a rugged wooded area following a search. Police have disclosed few details in their investigation and have not even said how the teens were killed. Carroll County Prosecutor Nicholas McClellan during a briefing on the crime that the teens' unsolved killings is not a cold case but remains under active investigation, and he's confident it will eventually be solved. What we got here?
Just wanted to say, everybody in chat, if you guys all have questions, just write them down. I'll try and relate them over to the guys over here. Welcome, Tori Woodwall.
John, you got some facts up. I see. You got it. Yeah, you can click so you're on images. Yeah, so look at the images of the bridge guy. Does everybody see what they're looking at here? The picture of the girl right there was like minutes before this video was taken with the man in the blue jacket. So they were taking pictures on the bridge, putting them on Snapchat. This guy in the blue jacket came up, they recorded him, he took their lives. So this is a pretty fucking serious matter. You know, the kids had a school day. It was like honestly like a summer day that day. It was very warm. I remember that day I had a t-shirt on. So we're talking about February, guys. So, you know, snow, cold and everything. And this day was like a summer day. So the Monon Trails is a place where you should be able to drop your kids off and they will be safe. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's the fucking type of environment that this place has always been in my humble opinion. So, you know, and personally I would never drop my kid off there at any age because I'm a little different. I get real fucking worried because that's just the kind of parent I am. But
Yep.
you should be able to this is a place where if you're that kind of parent, you should be able to drop your kid off and expect for your kids to be there when you come back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not
Right.
far off. It's kind of on the edge of town, but the edge of town is like the main part. The main part of town is like the whole town. It's just little. And right on the edge is right next to the main part of town. So it's not like you're out there fucking far off somewhere and everything. You know, there's trails leading into the place from town and stuff like that. So it's a fun place to ride your bikes or take your dog for a walk or go on a date or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And but the bridge itself, now that's another story because that thing, you wouldn't want to be out there on the high bridge. It's too dangerous. But that's what they were doing. So anywho, that's kind of the situation that we have going on here. And John Boy was kind enough to take and put the work that I done on the photograph of the man on the bridge, as you guys just saw on Google. All the photographs that you've seen right there on Google, they have the whole body image of the suspect, which is still shots from that one clip that's like a second long that's on my channel too. The still shots that you see in gas stations and everywhere is what you just saw on Google. That face right there and that face right there in the middle of this video is the image that you see on Google that I worked on because I cropped and brought it up closer and everything. So I'm really, I think I'm the only one doing this. There may be other people out there trying or whatever, but after I worked on the photo,
the only one doing it. And
well,
I'm glad
after
you
I worked on that photo, you know what I'm saying?
All right, guys. MT has a question or more of a statement. It says your rendition of the BG pic does resemble TL, but in an early interview, he admitted that he was checked out as a point of interest and he has been cleared.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Who
checked
checked him out?
That's from MT.
That's what, yeah. So who checked him out and can this be public information? You know what I'm saying? Which is the whole point of this is they haven't released even how the girls died. They haven't released the autopsies. They haven't given no details. They dance around the fact that whether they have DNA or not, it's one big secret. You know what I'm saying? So who checked out Tobe? Where's the report on that? Like, should we do a public what is it? A request for public information?
They'll probably say you have to wait 20 years.
Yeah. More than 38,000 tips have been received to date. right? But
Yeah.
Nick McNeelan, he says, keep sending tips to the authorities to investigate if they believe the information is legit and could help the investigators. You know what I'm saying? So in a town of like 3,000 people, right? And I'm just for the record, the fucking dude responsible for this crime is still in Delphi.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me how I know that, because nobody told me that. That's how I fucking feel deep inside. And after seeing that face that I worked on
Yeah.
that photo, I'm telling you, man, I feel like that's a real familiar face. And even if it's not this guy right here beside him, you know, that I screenshot, this is a face that's still walking around Delphi. It just Delphi is like, what's that show, y'all?
Oh, you're talking about yeah. It's just like a little hometown.
No, Stranger Things. Delphi
Oh,
is like the fucking. It's like Stranger Things. I'm telling you, man. So it's not like anybody's gonna up and whoa, yeah, I'm just rolling out of here. It's deeper than that. You know what I mean? The youngsters maybe, but they claim that this face right here I worked on is 18 to 40 years old. Now, what age range do
no,
you think that would be closer to? Because I don't think that's no fucking 18-year-old, man.
no. That's
He looks to be about 40, or maybe a little older than 40, maybe mid
He looks to
40s.
be about the same age as that cop over there on the right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying without saying it. That's what I'm saying without saying it.
I'm gonna
And I'm
get
sorry
jokes, but,
to it's terrible. You know,
but
honestly. Like what is really going on here that we can't have any information that should be public? It's public information. Public information is being withheld from the public. Just like this video I posted last night about the superintendent being on paid administrative leave because the Carroll County gets 2 loans every year, right? 2 hefty loans. And
uh-huh.
school has only been in for maybe 2-3 weeks. It's been about 2-3 weeks since school started, and dude already applied for an emergency $1.5 million loan, which is it alerted them because it's an emergency loan that he applied for. So they're all under alert because this has never happened before, and it's just makes you wonder. Oh my gosh! Oh, there's corruption there. Oh, who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought there's corruption there, and that there's officials who aren't fucking following their code of honor and stuff like that of jobs or careers that they're supposed to be doing, and they're oh my gosh, they're not they're crooked, they're corrupt. It's
Hey,
like, how is that such a fucking surprise? The rest of the world is that way, you know?
well, look, Jackson, Tennessee is in Madison County. The Madison County Sheriff is suing the town of Jackson for $25 million because he wanted that in his budget and they didn't put it in his budget and he's mad. So if he's suing the city of Jackson, he's actually suing the people of Jackson. I mean, think about it. The people of Jackson for $25 million because he wants the money for his jail, dadgummit.
Wow. Ain't that something?
And he looks like he's popping pills every time you see him on TV, man. He's got like the pill bag eyes. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know how to explain it. He looks like he's on daggum downers. I'm serious. I see him. I'm like, how's this man? If he was to have to take some sort of drug test, he'd fail it for prescription medication. I guarantee it.
Wow. Ain't that something? And it's not really a surprise. You guys see, does anybody see what's going on in politics?
Oh, yeah.
All these small towns, what makes people think that these small towns aren't included with all that fucking corruption? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they
These
definitely are.
These small towns are the root of it. These small towns are the ones that are the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, I live in the area. You remember that movie Walking Tall? The guy with the big stick, the sheriff,
Yeah.
Buford Poster. All right, I live down here where he roamed around, right? The only difference between him and the crooks was he was a nicer crook. And he sat there and got rid of this competition, basically what that was. But they put out a good story how he cleaned it up.
Huh.
I shouldn't have gone there if that, but I did. Because I know relatives and stuff, you know, like third cousins and junk like that. And they talk and I listen and people
Huh.
knew of them. And, you know, truth comes out. It's not out in the mainstream, man. No, you go down there, you're going to see placards of, you know, how he straightened out Selmer, Tennessee, you know, Adamsville, Savannah,
Yeah,
all
it just goes to show that, see, you had forgotten about this case.
right.
Now you're right back in it. See how that works? Where's
Well,
the media coverage on this? Like the only
there's
media
not.
coverage I see regarding this murder is like local. This, they say it's everywhere. Yet people like you are saying you done forgot because nobody's talking about it. So if nobody's talking about it, nobody's seeing it or hearing it. Yet
Right.
these people are saying it's everywhere.
Well, look, that's why we're talking about it now because I was like, I did not realize somehow I did not get notified on the first few you did a few weeks ago, but I got notified on these last two you did. And man, it hit me so hard when, and then on the Hangouts when you posted those pictures, I wish I could get those up. I wonder if I can. Should I try? But when you posted those up there, I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, this is, you're on the same track I was back when this was actually happening, you know.
Oh man, when it first happened,
It was,
so many fucking rumors going around. And that honestly,
oh,
I heard from somebody directly in town that that there was a rumor going around that it was that man right there that you saw in the photo next to the photo I worked on. You
I
know, so
believe it. I
it's
mean,
been
I
been
believe that.
yeah, I mean it's been spoke of since the very beginning. So I mean you
Well,
never know. But then there's people
well
who
my,
just shout over it like this is destroying people's lives and shit. What do you think the motherfucker? What are you talking about? Uh, Everybody's lives are destroyed over this, including mine, including my kids, because they're so scared to go outside by themselves, or you know you can't let your kid out of your sight. This has ruined everybody's lives around here. So what the fuck are you coming to me saying I'm ruining people's lives by putting a picture up on the internet next to another picture? You know what I'm saying? Without even saying anything. I'm not speculating against shit. I just put it out there. It's even there ain't even no music or nothing, I don't think. It's just
well,
straight
look,
up,
that guy
you
right
know, so
there, I
that's
swear,
to the people,
when I
that's to
saw
the
him,
people.
I'm just saying, back when this stuff happened and that guy was an investigator, I knew they wouldn't find anybody because that's the guy. I mean, I just know it. You know, I'll say it. And then this, I'm not. This is my opinion only. That's the guy, and he's got like a badge on his shirt right there. But that's the guy.
Crazy, ain't it?
I wished I could. I can't get this thing to do what I want it to do.
It's
It's crazy.
crazy, guys. You know, so I decided to change direction a little bit with my channel and kind of, you know, I'm kind of in and out with it, kind of sporadic with it, but you know, I'm trying to find my place and where my channel can really grow. You know what I mean? Because,
Right.
and I feel like it should be, it's always been things that are important or matter to me that are on my channel. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
hopefully the things on my channel are important and they matter to other people, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But you know,
And
this
it
is
does
pretty
because
important
look and say
to
it.
solve this, man. In particular, to solve this, I feel like it's pretty important. And I've been,
Oh,
on it, and
Hang on.
they're taking what's going on and everything else.
Oh man, it's dead gum.
To do my own take on it.
I cut you off for a second somehow. Hang on, Tails. Tails, you might have to go back the last minute and a half. This mouse is messing with me. And I accidentally undid you off of there. I was trying to get peeps on. All right, I'm sorry. This screen is just not big enough to do what I want to do. And my other computer, it talks. And this one is done it a couple of times.
All right, Tails. MT's got another one for you. It says it was. I am wondering about the skull face beneath the chin of BG. Is that a paintball mask? It was during an interview that was on TV early on.
So people have asked me about that bunched up looking area. Oh, I see, the skull face beneath the chin. The skull face. Okay, so my question to you, MT, is do you actually see a skull face? Because when I look at it, I just don't see a mask. What I always saw was bunched up clothing, honestly. It looks like he has a big hoodie sweatshirt on under his jacket. Understood, Blues. I hear you, man. I know it's not very cool to put a picture next to another. Yeah, I understood and understand.
I
But I
think
did,
it's
I did what I
totally
did what I
fine.
did. I did what I did.
It
But
was
yeah,
totally fine.
Anyways, to MT, it looks like he's wearing a hoodie sweatshirt underneath the jacket that's really big, and because the hood is down in the back, because I can see around the side there that same material is sticking out around the hood for the jacket where it's all bunched up by his neck and stuff. You can see that same gray material right there as you can underneath this chin. So my humble opinion is that it's the hood of the sweatshirt because it's down in the back. It's bunched up inside of another hood, and that excess material is pulled forward and bunched up around his neck. So, I mean, I never saw a mask or anything crazy like that, and I still don't look at it now, but I do see what appears to be. And people have said it looks like a ferret, or he's got an animal right there and stuff. And I don't
It could
know,
be a
man.
scarf. But I think it's
just
like you said, a hoodie.
kind of resembles a scarf, but then again, because you can see how the
Right.
line of because the material bunched up by his neck, that same color is right there. If you look at how it's shaped, right underneath of that is the darker material, which is the hood of his jacket. If you look at how it curves around back behind his head, and you look at the gray material does the same thing. And that gray material in that area is the same as under his chin. So it's the hood of his big ass sweatshirt because it's tucked in another hood. It's bunched up down here, because the material is loose around the neck of the hoodie. And when the hoodie is down, the material bunches up. You guys know what I'm talking about. When you wear a hoodie inside of another coat and you got the hoods down, the material, the hoodie bunches up right here. You see what I'm saying?
You're exactly right. And if Cochran was here, he would say, if the hoodie don't fit, you gotta quit. No, I'm sorry, y'all. But no, that is like he's saying that's a sweat hoodie, and it bunched up under there because it don't have like a zipper deal. You know what I mean? It's like a gym sweat hoodie. It's got probably like a drawstring, and it's. I believe you're exactly right because that Joker there, he's probably been scoping that out, and just it was an opportunity. He thought, well, he's gotten away with it. I mean, and I think we know who did it. I swear.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I know I put the video out there and everything, and my concern was that people think that I'm trying to tear people down and stuff, you know?
No.
Um,
If it looks like a duck, if it sounds like quacks like a duck, then it's probably a duck, right?
honestly, I think you're right, brother. And as they also say, if the shoe fits, wear it. So if the man in the video happened to see this video, this is what I will say. If he happens to see the video where his picture's next to that man, if he ain't got nothing to hide, that will not even chip his block. You see what I'm saying? He will not be affected by that whatsoever. But if he had something to hide, you best believe his ass to come running and be on some whole other shit. You know what I mean? So that's all I have to say
Exactly.
about it, honestly. So the people out there that think I'm tearing somebody down, think about if it was you. If somebody put a video out about me and I knew that shit wasn't true, I wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't care. Oh, yay. Wow. Who gives a fuck? But now if it was something, because you guys know how it works. If it was the fucking truth, your ass would come running to defend yourself. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's it's just a video. If you ain't got nothing to hide, you would never be affected. You wouldn't even care. You know, especially based on the fact that someone of his stature, he'd be like, man, the people around me even know how I am, who I am. If they saw that, they wouldn't even give a fuck either to probably even tell me about it because they just know I wouldn't do it or whatever. He wouldn't care. That's what the whole point is. Now, if I wind up
Man.
dead in the next week, you guys is gonna know what's up. Tupac, Machiavelli, what?
That gum, man.
For real.
They're gonna have to come get me. I believe it.
Well, yeah, honestly, yeah. If they wanted to send their whole force, that'd be like, what the hell? Why would you do that?
See,
What did
that's another reason why.
I'm saying?
Well, that's another reason why I'm doing this, Tels, because you made a good point. You said you're kind of freaking out, and I was like, well, let's get more people to see this, so that way, less likely to have a problem, right? Or wrong?
Yeah, because I felt like, if it is what it looks like,
Mm-hmm.
that could put me in a spot. You know what I mean? That could put me in a bad spot because who knows how corrupt it could be. You know what I mean?
I know
Kinda
how
scary to
corrupt
think
it
about.
can be.
It's honestly kind of scary to think about it. You know,
I had
you
a
don't want
friend of
to.
mine. Well, look, I had a friend of mine that worked for the police department around here. As a matter of fact, it might have been the town I mentioned earlier today. And he went to report something he saw one of the officers doing that wasn't legal, right? And he went to the superior officer, and that superior officer said that he needed to go ahead and retire or disappear. So he decided to retire at a very young age. He hadn't even been on the force a year. But yeah, that's corrupt everywhere. from the littlest part to the biggest part. Some form of corruption somewhere, From what I've witnessed myself. I mean, I'm not just saying that. It's from what I've seen and, heard of people being done, wrongly, false
Look,
accusations.
I'm open. I'm pretty open-minded. I think about like all the possible scenarios. They say always expect the worst and everything. So,
Right.
so think about this. Maybe there's people out there who don't got the mindset I do, or maybe they're comfortable in their life or whatever. But I've been treated a little differently by people who think that they're above me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In my life. So I get a little fucking weary when I see some suspicious shit by somebody who thinks they're better than me or higher up than me, or because they got this little badge or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I've been treated differently in my life, so I think a little differently when it comes to things. But imagine for 1 second with me here. Say this, I just so happen to, put the piece of the puzzle together and it makes sense and it's true. Say for example, it was true. Now, what if this dude had somebody who was like a confidential informant, right? For him to come snitch so he could stay out of trouble or whatever, you know what I mean? And they got this where they talk all the time and they got, some crooked ass ways, sneak shit. Say he goes and he's like, yo, I'll give you, a little bit of crack or whatever. If you just go over here in the dark and burn this dude's house down. You know what I'm saying? Who
That's
knows?
exactly what.
Who knows? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I get a little weary. But the fact I put that video out there, like I said, I wasn't saying nothing. People are like, that's not a good idea. This is ridiculous. This and that. Other people were like, oh my God, I got to pick my jaw off the floor. That's him. So all I did was put a video out there. I've heard people talk about it and shit before already. I ain't doing nothing no different than anybody else is. But the fact that my mindset approaches things of this nature a little differently, might bring something to the table that would have been otherwise not thought of by the average person or whatever. You know what I mean? And we dropped out.
Do what now?
I said, it's like because I see things a little differently than other people. It might bring something to the table that otherwise wouldn't be been thought about by the average Joe, I guess. Because there's a lot of people out there, man. They're so confused and they're just sleeping and snoring away about how their government is, and they just want to hold their government's hand because whatever the government said, they just automatically believe it without doing their own research. And you know what I'm saying? Fuck. So it's only I'm only just throwing a perspective out there. The people that show up and comment and say whatever, that's the speculation of it. So really, I'm not tearing nobody down. I'm not really pointing fingers. I just put a piece of content out there that people speculated on that has nothing to do with my opinion on things. Although I do feel like that's a little fucking strange. And that may or may not have added some bias to the decision I made on putting the video like that out there.
I I think it's spot on because I thought that years ago. I promise you, when I saw that man, I was like, oh my goodness, that's the dude. And then he had a
Like,
badge
how
on
did
his.
you,
I was like, my God.
yeah, it's crazy, man. But honestly, how do you have a town of 3,000 people? And like, I've heard all kinds of theories, like he's a serial killer, he's just swung through or whatever. But if you hear the pressers on the what they say about the man, they say he works in town, he lives in town, or he's from town. So there's no way that, you know what I'm saying, if he is gone, if he's from that town and he is gone right now, he will be back. See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This dude is there. One way or the other, he's there. And if he ain't, he will be back there. Because the fact that he works there, lives there, or is from there. Exactly what came out of the law enforcement's mouth. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just adding to
Oh,
that by
exactly.
saying, well, I'm just taking it one step further by saying, so he is there. Or he
Well,
will be back there, you know? So
they said in that press conference that he is probably there in the conference.
in the room, in the room. Yes, sir. Amen to that, brother. You damn right. I'm glad you looked into it.
Well, I remember it. I
That's a good
remember
point.
when they actually aired that the first time.
Very good point.
But you brought this stuff back up, and this way back then, man, this is crazy. It's crazy that you figured it was the same guy I figured on, and I'm just glad you
Can you
did
guys
it, and I'm gonna back you, huh?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Hello? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you guys heard me or not. Blue Surfer is saying, well, first, welcome Jenny B, welcome Naga Samurai. Teacup said she's going to be leaving and she'd like to do an 8 hours live when she gets back. Um, so Blue Surfer, he said lots of law enforcement are dangerous people because job attracts controlling personalities. That would be a big risk as far as when he was living there. That's into what you guys just were talking about, the person living there. That would be a big risk. Like I said, anyone out there would have been seen by the sheriff. Sheriff Toby, why are you wearing all those clothes to hide under? Too hard for a sheriff to go unnoticed, is what he's saying.
Possibly, right? Now I understand where he's coming from because, yes, you'd imagine that people being back there would have seen him and been like, "What are you doing back here with all them clothes on?" So the fact that there happened to be this time where nobody was there, seemingly, when the girls were actually abducted, says that his ass could have come out from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like people had to have seen him if he would have been back there because you're in the woods. There's trails and little side paths by animals, a different route that you could get to there and be unnoticed, I'm sure. So, I mean, it's still a possibility. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not saying 100% for sure this is a solid and all this and that, but it's just the possibility that it could be. You never know, man. Look at the circumstances surrounding it. They won't even give us the information of how they died or any fucking thing else, man. No autopsies, no nothing, no information. They won't even tell you, yeah, we got DNA, or no, we don't got DNA. They won't tell you nothing. So, what crime do you know of that's like that? None. It's not up for debate. Public information is being withheld from the public, and that is my main point. See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They need to start speaking up. Everybody else does. Everybody else does. Now, what's so wrong with you, little tiny town, that you can't say shit about nothing? I mean, come on. You can't withhold public information from the people. Why are you doing it? And nobody's stepping up and doing shit about it either. That's what really is just blowing my mind. Whoever's responsible for it. Nobody's doing anything to get the public information released that's being withheld from the people. So what like, complaining for?
You're not even hearing anything from parents or family. Did they shut them up? Did they tell them to be quiet? I mean, why are you not hearing anything from anybody?
Nothing. And when you do, it's stuff that they can't comment on, or you know what I'm saying?
I haven't heard anything new on the news about this since right after it happened. You know what I mean? It just kind of dropped off, just disappeared. It didn't stay on the news long.
So you ain't even seen or heard nothing of it in almost 2 years.
Until you put something out and it rang my memory, and I was like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah."
Now, do people understand where I'm coming from?
Exactly, and so that's why we're doing this.
These people all claim on our local news and all this that it's nationwide. It's on every TV all the time. It's on these billboards on the side of the interstates that are huge as hell. It's on pictures that are stapled to telephone poles. It's in fucking bathrooms. It's in gas stations. They're saying that this shit's everywhere. Now, I would love for somebody to come along through here and just be like, yeah, they do. Because I'm telling you, they don't. All y'all are telling me they don't. That's terrible, dude. You know? My God. Terrible. Unreal.
What? Man, this isn't what I pulled up. Deadgum. I think Peeps got kicked out.
What article do you have there? I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, it was something about Snapchat murders, like 14 people.
I think that's what some people call it, the Snapchat killing or
Okay. Well, all I did was click on this.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I keep getting kicked off.
Well, I don't think you did because I didn't have to add you back on the panel.
Yeah, that was weird.
Okay. There were 13 and 14.
Blues Surfer was saying supposedly it was a joint decision, but he should have had the final say. Okay, sorry. Before that, he said, well, also he was in charge of calling off the search that night. And T said that is classic investigator tactics. Kelsey addressed it the other night with Gray Hughes. She is very well spoken. And they have to keep as much info as possible secret so they can ferret out the false confessions. And when the real BG is caught, there is info that.
It looks like he got kicked off. No. What happened to Peeps?
I am not sure. I'm trying to catch back up on the comments here. Okay, there we are.
I've gotten way behind because I'm trying to go through these. It's hard to screen share and stuff because it takes. I don't even see what I'm broadcasting because I'm going through stuff trying to find stuff.
Okay, so MT says they have to keep as much info as possible secret so that they can ferret out false confessions And when the BG, the real BG is caught, there's info that only he would know. So here's my thing with that. All these other murders that you see happening right now are being solved very quickly. And the information that's given out on those cases is like all of it right off the bat. And all these other murders are being solved. And these are all murders that they're not just keeping every single piece of information from. You know what I'm saying? They've still haven't given us nothing to work with. And I had to turn around and take that damn photo and make it something that people could recognize. So, you know, take the video I did with the photo that's a recognizable thing and share it, spread it, put it out there. You know, that's a little more accurate, I would assume, of who you should be looking for, as opposed to two drawings that look nothing like what I have brought to light here. So, you know,
excuse me, I should have muted my mic. Has Peeps been able to? I've gotten lost. I forgot what I was doing over here, Tells.
I like how MT is consistent with the questions. I just wanted to say I appreciate that.
Hello.
I see you
There
feel
you
like
are.
getting a little bit.
Hello.
I hear you, Peeps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I understand there's thousands of being solved. You know, like the four missing 411 cases or whatever. I think you're referring to a little bit different of a phenomenon than what we're talking about here. Because a lot of these murders that are taking place are being solved very quickly with a lot of information being put out on them. You know, these abductions and stuff like that. I think you might be referring to like the people that come up missing in the woods and are something. So, you know, just the murders that I see that are happening, they're not withholding all the information that would help to solve it. You don't have to withhold like everything. You can put out some things to the point where you'll still have information that only he would know. You know what I'm saying? So what's the fucking point of all this? Why would people just run to their defense and say, "Oh, you know what I'm saying?" Why would you just come running to their defense without knowing shit about how they are, who they are, or what these fucking people are capable of, or who they might be connected with or associated with, and all this extra shit, you know? Just blows my mind. It blows my mind. Get to the chopper. Within the tunnel.
Yeah, that whole Schwarzenegger thing you do. Get to the chopper now.
Yeah, NT, I understand fully. Discern what to reveal and what to keep secret. So, see, you understand where I'm
secret long enough.
You could put out some things so the public has a better idea of who they're looking for, so they can help you bring this motherfucker to justice. You know, but yeah, I would like to. Yeah, I got the notification for that MT, but I did not watch it yet because unfortunately Gray Hughes, with his making baby sounds and his immaturity, I just can't keep up with it. So I figured I'd try to find the same topic elsewhere on another channel. I'm trying to think because I seen one earlier that it popped up on the screen when I was looking up some information about the Delphi case here. It was about the Doodler killer.
The doodler killer.
I guess somebody who doodles photo pictures or fuck, I don't know, man. I didn't look into that one though, but I may have seen a video on it because I do follow like a lot of those crime channels and stuff. They're pretty damn interesting. There's one that's called
Oh my
That.
goodness.
It's a really good channel.
I've
Maybe
never seen
MT.
a picture of this found.
But then what? But then what about like the New York State killer or whatever, the guy that was a cop and nobody ever suspected it for all those years? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we got all kinds of possibilities here. So it's not to say we all want to point the finger at just one individual. You know, you can point the finger at me if you want to. I really don't care because I don't have nothing to hide. It's just like I said, for his sake, you know, if it's not got nothing to hide, why would it affect him in any way that there's video out there? Or why just, you know, it is what it is, man. Really, just it is what it is.
I mean, these sketches are so far off, it's crazy.
Yeah, you see
Like
them
from here, it looks like they knew this guy already, so they drew him. You know what I mean?
dude. You ain't kidding. No, you ain't kidding. You are
I
not
mean,
kidding.
they already had his mug shot, and they're like, well, let's just blame him. But he must have had an alibi because there's nobody in jail. You see what I'm saying?
John boy, I'm telling you what. There's a lot of people from Indiana that say the same thing here.
I mean, look at this. Does
Look
that
at the
not? I
one right
mean,
there.
what right
Look at
here?
the one right there with the bald guy. You see the bald guy there next to the drawing? That's the other sketch that they put out. But that's the other guy that just shot himself recently around this area. He like abducted some girl or something. It looks like they already knew him and drew his picture, but they drew him with hair on his head.
Man.
You know, you're right on target when you say that. It looks like they knew the motherfucker and then drew the picture and then put it out there and then brought him in as a suspect. You know,
Right.
let's see how the people react. If the people go, that's him, then we'll use him as a patsy. If the people go, that's not him, then we'll clear him and find somebody else that looks like him. But we drew the picture of him. You know.
I've never seen. Have you seen this picture right here?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either.
Hold up. Yeah, hold up with that. What do you got that? Can you save that or right click that and download it and send that to me?
Like they put somebody else's face on that picture.
Oh
It
shit.
does, don't it? It does. They did.
Look at around the little areas of the face and the chin and the cheeks. It's like they just cut something out, like photoshopped and slapped it on there.
What do you have typed in your search bar up there to find that?
The Delphi murder pictures of suspect. Man, that is not. Look that. Look at the nose. It's got like a weird nose. Look at
Dude,
that
that's
crap.
crazy.
That.
I wonder when that one came up because I was looking the other day and I didn't see any of that stood out to me, you know, as in somebody else trying to do what I done with mine because I made it recognizable, but that don't look at all like what I brought out of the actual fucking picture. So there's no way that's the same person as who I revealed because the person I revealed is from the frame that you see in the second picture to your top left with the blue jacket.
Right.
The second picture on the top left, you just had your mouse on. That frame of that short video that they released, that frame right there is the exact one I used that I took and cropped and brought in and layered it and brought the face to life. So my image is off of that right there, and I don't know what the fuck that image is from because that's not the image that I revealed, and that doesn't look like either.
See how that cheek is rounded on this smaller picture? Look how straight and it bulges out right here.
Yeah.
That is added on. Look at the squareness and stuff. That ain't none of that in that. I mean, look, we'll look at this and we'll that ain't the same. See, I need to get on, man. I'll probably start doing some more work on this.
You know,
We'll start
honestly,
investigating.
that would be awesome. No, for real, that would be awesome if you
You
want
know
to
what
take
I'd like to do? I'd like to go interview that cop.
Oh, you can call him. You can call him and have a phone interview with him for sure. There's other people that's done it.
No, I want to have a face to face of a camera going
Oh hell yeah, that'd be cool too. Oh,
live.
I see what you have here. What is going on with this?
What is that?
It's that picture that you found right there on that top left. That don't even.
No, that looks like somebody didn't know how to. I mean, you can
Looks like
see an
the
eye,
correct-
kind of, but
They
look
did
at that nose.
Yeah. Looks like
Yeah,
Look at the square.
MT saying that it looks, or who's saying, or Blue Surfer saying it looks like the Cat in the Hat movie nose and the upper lip.
that.
Yeah, that is so crazy.
Yeah, who did that? That's crazy. I
That
doubt.
is somebody trying to cover up. I guarantee it is that cop did that. I'm starting to say that.
Isn't it weird? I'm the first one to reveal the face of the dude, right? Now all of a
Right.
sudden it pops up, and this shit wasn't there last time I looked because I looked to see if anybody else had done what I done. And I looked, scroll off, and I did not see that picture right there that you got. And now all of a sudden that I see that picture, it just looks to me like somebody's trying to say this is what he looks like, not what that dude done.
Right,
You know,
right.
it feels like a smack in the face because that ain't the fucking picture that's not the face that I revealed of the actual footage. You know what I'm saying? I use the actual footage. I'm not using a sketch, and I don't know what the hell that picture there is, but the face I revealed is the face of the man walking on the bridge that day. So I don't know what all this other shit is, but I got his face. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that ain't even close.
That's insane.
I mean, come on. I mean, I wish I could compare it, but I mean,
if you
I
take
can't
it,
zoom in for some reason. It will not let me zoom. And I could
if
not download it for some reason either.
it won't let you right click it.
I right click, but it didn't give me any download option.
Does it give you a save as?
Yeah.
You could do that and then save it to your their desktop, and it'll put it right on your screen, on your home screen.
I'm trying to figure out what the person who made that photograph was thinking.
I know what his name was Webb something.
And Blue Surfer said it didn't have a mustache either. They made sure of that.
Yeah, isn't that weird? No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Wow. Huh.
Good catch there, Blue Surfer.
Good observation.
I'm jumping between two screens and trying to look at what you guys are looking at, and then trying to what the chat does.
I'm over here Google searching too.
Hey, how come I can't find that picture now? I cannot
Really?
find that picture now. Oh, here it is.
I was going to say I downloaded that thing.
There it is.
Save image as.
I don't know what happened.
You should be able to name
Am
it
I
whatever.
sharing everything I'm doing?
No. You should be able to save it under whatever name you want, then save it to desktop.
Well,
Oh, I
you
don't
got
know.
it, didn't you, Tels?
What yeah, I downloaded.
All right,
I
yeah, it
sure
says
did.
down.
Okay.
All right, we're good to go.
Yeah, I snagged that just for documentation reasons.
Hey, let me grab my last cup of coffee real quick. I'll be right back. All right.
Sure. Yeah, I was trying to figure out who did that picture, but I didn't put any information on there. That was awesome.
Say anything about it?
Yeah, to see the face show up like that, I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was a little strange. It looked like a Wii character or something.
Yeah, right. You even that looks like a Wii character.
Yeah.
Cat in the hat. Dude, that totally fits it.
What the hell's going on here? I don't know what the program was that they used, but that was a little cat in the hat.
Wow.
No mustache.
You got the color too and everything, man. Think about it. The shading, totally out of whack.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, look at the hair on the shaded side. The side of his
Mm,
face is shaded where his hair overlaps on his forehead. That
yep.
does not look right at all. Yeah,
Yep.
I don't look right at all.
That doesn't look photoshopped at all.
He got like this set of titties on his chin or something. I don't know what.
What he's got, yeah, something.
It's like he got like a Family Guy chin or something.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever worked on that photo, good job.
Yeah, right.
Good job. Just want to give you a pat on the back for trying.
I don't know. MT's got a bunch of stuff that he's saying, and do you have access to the chat right now?
Oh yeah. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, if you go back to try putting yourself, or well, I think that
Oh,
was
yeah, John D. Miller. Yep. Paul Eder, had apparently or allegedly had social media contact with a family member of one of the girls that died at the High Bridge. Excuse me. No
yeah.
mustache. Yeah, that was a strange photograph. John Boy, hello.
Yeah. Oh, I made it back. Yeah.
There you are.
When was this made?
Man, I was trying to look for information on it, but it took me somewhere, and I don't know. It looks like a Wii character, though. That's all I know.
Well, there's several different. You got somebody's done it. Their name was Truth Teller. TruthTellers.wordpress.com did one, and it don't even look like. I mean, it looks like the troll that lives under a bridge. You see it right there.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
This one here looks like he's got an Elmer Fudd hat on with earmuffs. I mean, what? Yeah, I mean, what? These people are not trying to enhance; they're trying to trying to hide.
Yep.
Now look, this guy here.
It could be the actual killer trying to make sure that he doesn't get noticed.
Wouldn't that be something?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And we need to find out who did this image. Is this the guy, Imgrew?
No, that's a site where pictures are made or posted. Imager.
Well, I'm tracking it back. I don't know. Am I sharing this? Shadows removed is what it says. All right, we'll fix this. Can y'all see this? Am I screen sharing? Okay, I am.
Sure.
You sure are.
See it very well, but
It's
yeah.
taking a minute. Yeah, for some reason I'm having a little lag down here. Oh my goodness. What in the world? What kind of Halloween
Scroll down real quick, and then it should normally
mask is that?
to the picture.
It says the shadows are removed.
Oh, I'm gonna
I
mute
don't see.
myself and then
I cannot figure out how to get this picture somewhere else. And
Yeah,
it's
I
like
can't.
it's almost like set up where I cannot get this picture to transfer even to. I downloaded it and it's not in my files yet. I clicked on where it said the download was complete and it brought the picture up, right? It brought the picture up. So then I click the picture and I go to send it, right? And it gives me no options to do any such thing, even remotely similar to sharing or any editing or nothing. It does not, it won't let me do nothing. So therefore, I just had to screenshot that shit because
That's
I
crazy.
think that might be the only way that I can get that picture out of wherever the hell it's at because I'm looking and it's not actually in my phone. It's weird. That doesn't even make any sense, dude. What the hell's going on here? It's a damn conspiracy. Yeah,
I can't.
that picture you got up there is insane. I can't-
That is crazy. That's not even human looking.
yeah, oh my gosh, if a person really looks like that, I'm fucking a little freaked
I'm
out.
running. Man, how do they ever get? I'm gonna shut up. It's not a joking matter, but if I saw somebody look like that, they'd never get close enough to touch me.
Well, I guess that's fucked up.
I mean, the
Anyway,
Elephant Man didn't look like that.
yeah, that's something weird, man. What kind
Yeah,
of you have to use to make the face look like that? I mean, it's some
it
cartoon
looks.
program or like
It looks
what?
like they got in there and airbrushed. Personally, got in there and airbrushed it. You know what I mean? Used painting tools. That's what
Yeah,
it looks. That by no means was that wasn't enhanced. That wasn't filtered. That was cover up. I mean, as simple as that. And I bet I know who did it. That guy right there.
I mean, I couldn't be laughing either, man. But damn it,
Well, they're doing it right in front under everybody's noses, man. I mean, they're like, I killed two little girls and got away with it, and y'all come to my picnics I throw on the county courthouse lawn every year. You know what I mean? We had a
crazy.
sheriff that used to cook barbecue once a year on the courthouse lawn. Yep, he made a lot of money on that, and it was actually the jailhouse food that the prisoners didn't get.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Good Lord, man.
Well, I found out that sheriff just died here recently. I mean, he was a good guy. I knew him since I was like 5, and he just, he was a good guy. He was a felon. He couldn't carry a gun. And the only reason he's a felon, he got caught hauling white lightning across state line into Mississippi as a sheriff. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's something else.
Well, you're talking about little towns and stuff like that. That's how it was back in the 70s and 80s. The little towns, and he had his own moonshiners that paid him a percentage of their earnings, kind of like protection, I guess. But I swear that guy right there, when you put that picture up, it brought back so much of my way of thinking back when this stuff happened. I was like, man, that guy did it. I felt like he did it back in the day, and I still feel like it. But that face there, I wish I could get your face up. Not your face, but the one you did.
Yeah,
That
if you like,
look
look, if you take that window right there and minimize it, not all the way, but like make it small up there in the corner.
I think it is minimized.
There you go. Now go to your Hangouts and snag that picture. We'll bring it up, and then it'll be side by side with that box you have right there.
Bang Misters just jumped in the chat.
Yeah, bang, gang. Nice to see you here, Fang Gang.
Huh. I can't pop it. Oh, there it is.
Can you bring the oh, did you wait, did you get it? What you doing there? I thought I saw something.
The only way I'm gonna be able to do this, I'm gonna have to restring share a whole crazy different way.
Oh no, you got it. Go ahead.
I don't think I have it. Can you see those two? I know I'm going into indefinite probably, but that is nothing close.
No, there you go. You got it, man. Yeah, you got it. Now bring the window up right there on what would be on the left side of the screen. Bring the image that I did. Yeah, the image that I did. Yeah. Optimize it a little bit, like bring it up a little bit bigger if you can. There. There you go, man.
This is all new to me.
You got it though. You got it though. Yeah, see here, we're doing it. No, for real, we're doing it. This is good. There you go. There you have it. The image that I have there is clearly what looks like a handlebar mustache and maybe a little bit of a goatee.
Yeah.
Or a shadow. But there's definitely a mustache.
Yeah, there's definitely a mustache going down right there.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing. And look, that Joker got like a Sylvester Stallone chin.
I said he had a set of titties on his chin. Like, I don't know where I said he had a set of titties on his chin.
But
like the ones that are widespread, the ones that are far apart.
And look at his lips right there. It's like there's no mustache whatsoever there. There is nothing.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
It's like they tried to.
Yeah. Why do you see this eye over here and this eye, but you really can't see that eye on this side at all in any of the pictures? You know what I mean? It's like they used a Ken doll or something. It's got the Mo haircut. Look, that's a hat. You don't even see any hair. That's shadow from the hat bill right there.
You got it, man.
Yeah.
That's shadow. Look, that's shadow back there. This Joker here, they done took all the shadow out and made this like his brown hair. Look, this Joker, you don't see the color of the hair. It's as black as this dude that's got a badge on. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry. That's how I see it, man. That dude has got hair the color of.
It's got like Trump hair.
Yeah, hair did. Yeah, that was crazy. What the hell?
He said Trump. He got some Trump hair and shit. Yeah,
Sure
that was
does.
interesting.
Shoot, he's bald there, ain't he? Well, that makes sense. Look at there. He's bald in that picture, right?
Look at
So,
man. I don't want to be the one to say it, but look at the shoulders. Look at
right.
the way his chin comes
Right.
down. Look at how his head's positioned in both of those. I got that bottom picture pretty precise, but look, just because I wanted to see the way that the facial features are angled with the head at a different position than it normally would be at when you're looking forward. So that picture that I worked on, his head's angled down a little bit, but he's still looking up, kind of. And although his eyes are down, looking down in the bottom photograph there, his head's still positioned in the same fashion that it is in the photo I worked on. His shoulders are the fucking same. The way his arm comes, it would be his right arm, right? The way his right arm comes down. See the angle of it on the top of the shoulder, how his right shoulder angles downward, but his left shoulder that would be shadowed in both photographs is more rounded. See, it has more of a sharper drop and less of that angle, that stretched out kind of angle to it. His head, with the way it's positioned, that ear sticks out right on the shadowed side. You can see both them ears pointing the same way. That damn handlebar mustache, the shape of the nose, the way the chin is on the bottom with his head angled that way. I ain't saying nothing but damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I mean, when I seen that guy the first time on the news after that stuff happened, I thought, that's him. I ain't lying, man. I was like, that is him. And they'll never find the killer because the killer's the investigator.
That's kind of how I feel, man. They like, and if they do, it'll be like somebody that's innocent, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's just sad to say, but that's kind of feels like the reality of it in a way.
That's how I feel about it.
The whole situation ain't right, man. You know, I feel like that picture right there that I worked on should be what's out there on them pictures that you see in gas stations and all. If there is pictures on billboards and gas stations, that's the picture that needs to be on there, not the one that you can't see no face on, of the whole body that's far away and shit in the picture. They need to just put that picture up there and look at his actual face and then let the tips flow. You know what I mean?
Well, Bamboo brought something up too. He said, look at the round head too. That matches same body and same round head too.
And it's not like some similarities. Look at each shoulder. Look at what would be his right shoulder in both of those images. Look at the way the left shoulder is. It's exactly the same, man.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the same body.
His right shoulder angles down like slopes gradually. His left shoulder has more of a sharper turn and drop to it. See it? In both photographs. Ain't nobody fooling me, man. And if it ain't that dude right there with the badge, it motherfucking, what is it? Somebody related to him? Or does he have a doppelganger? Because it fucking looks like him to me, man. I don't care what nobody thinks. That fucking looks like, bro. The nose, the mustache, the chin. Look how his head is angled. Yes, the shape of his head, the jawline. The shoulders in particular are what's giving it away to me. Because look at a person's stance, right? They said focus on the body. Look at his fucking body. The right shoulder has a gradual slope, like a straight slope before it turns into his arm. The what would be his left shoulder has like this sharp, sharp bend that goes down. Like there's not that gradual straight slope on his left shoulder. Like he had some uh damage to one of his shoulders in football or something. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But his shoulders do not look the same. They're not like asymmetrical. Each of his shoulders looks, you know what I'm saying? And that's what gives it away to me. Because both them photographs, his shoulders is doing the same damn thing. Same damn thing. See that? Look at the clothing bunched up under his neck. Look at the white shirt bunched up out of his damn. That you think that's professional? Come on. Come on. Look at the white material bunched around his neck in both of them. Like, what the fuck's really going on here? I don't care who knows it. And I'm not saying it's for sure him, but seriously, man, anybody who could just run up on my channel or whatever and be like, you're wrong for this. How am I so wrong for this? What's up with Delphi and the fact that they had to admit that they botched their investigation at the beginning? That's wrong. The fact this killer's still running free, that's wrong. All these other people name dropping everybody else, that's wrong. But here I go, and it's like, oh, I'm fucking Mr. Small Fry is now the bad guy, and that's okay. It's all right. I don't care. Like I said, I got nothing to hide. But whoever's responsible for this, boy, they better hide for sure, because I'm on your app. I got your picture. Fuck. Somebody's gonna recognize you, dude. So
they're gonna put disinformation out and try to sit there and say, no, that ain't him, that ain't him. But that's what they do. They do that for every truth.
Yeah, if you type in like Delphi murder updates, you'll probably see a video. Somebody dropped through. Somebody gonna go over to the other crime channels and be like, this dude over here and set it up. And they're going to put out a video being like, there's no way it could be the cop and all this, like running to the defense of everybody when you don't even know them or have never been to Delphi, or you don't have any facts, or you didn't do any research. Just run to their defense. You know what I'm saying? That's what don't make sense to me. Because like I said, everybody's suspect right now. It doesn't matter if you wear a badge. You know what I'm saying? You're still suspect. You can have a suit and a tie and whatever the fuck else outfit that Earth could provide for you, and you can still be suspect. So that's like my point in general, is that I didn't want to say outright that, hey, this is him. But you know what I'm saying? This is the first time I've seen the man's face on the bridge clearly, and it's because I worked on the photo, because I wanted to see his face. Now that I see his face and I compare it to people that could possibly be related to the crime, somehow, or associated with it. That's the first fucking picture I've came across that I've looked at and been like, wow, everything. Wow.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, this matches, but that don't. But it's pretty close. It's got to be him. This is like so close that it's fucking scary. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
This is a person who has like a code of honor, and they're supposed to be protect and serve. And what if they was the killer? What if they was? Wouldn't you just feel so bad for jumping on somebody's ass about their opinion or their take, or as they say, I'm speculating? But I really wasn't speculating when I put that video out there.
Tells 1 + 1 = 2. If anybody can add that together, they can see this. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
it's ever and ever and ever. Yes, it is. And 2 + 2 is 4, and that's forever and ever and ever also. So,
that's why I'm campaigning with you, man, because I believe 100% that dude with that badge is that dude right there on the bridge. And then you brought this up years later, and it's verifying what I already been thinking but forgot about. And I thank you for it.
I feel like no problem, man. I'm glad I could shed some light back to you on the situation, because like I said, man, we have somebody who's real fucking sick in the head that did this, and they're just walking around right up inside the stores with us, and nobody is suspecting a thing of this person that's responsible for it. And I just feel like it's somebody that, for all I know, they could be coming in the stores where I go here. Like I said, I'm one
Oh
town
yeah.
over. I'm one town over. I had friends in Delphi. We all went to the same school. Not the Delphi school, but we went to the school in the other county, Tippecanoe. But it was like on the outskirts of Delphi, hung out with people, and just my mom and dad lived in Delphi, and so I've always had like a familiar,
Association.
just being familiar with Delphi. So I feel like, man, if I see that face, I'm going to be like, yo, that's it. Because just because of the fact that I wanted to see the face of the man on the bridge, you know what I'm saying? So many people want to see that face. So all I did was just take and make that face something you can see. I didn't add a bunch of shit to it. I didn't take away a bunch of shit from it. I just layered it back up so that you get the 3D type of detail back to the facial features, so you can say, man, yeah, his nose really is like da da da. But you can see on the side of the nose like how it looks like it protrudes from the face in the picture that I done, because that's the area that I worked on the most, was the face and the features of it. I wanted to give that 3D look back to the face so that people will recognize those features more easily, as opposed to a fucking body, because anybody can be injured and this and that, but your face is your face. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I feel like if you can see that fucking face, you could even put the picture of the dude's whole body or whatever, like on the internet is. You could put that picture and my picture and put them side by side. That way you could look at his posture of his body and be able to see a close up of his face and his features, not just some
Right.
blurry ass little picture of a man standing far away on a train bridge. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? That's what they gave us to go by to try to help them solve a fucking murder that happened to two girls that they have been calling so desperately for us us as we the people, to help them with the fucking piece of information they need to solve the damn case. Come on, man. Come on.
Well,
Preach.
I guarantee you, I have not heard any new news on this whatsoever. And you, if it hadn't been for you posting this stuff, I forgot all about it, like I said. But I have
Yep.
not seen anything on it.
No, and you're basically just right on us too. You know what I'm saying? Where you're at in Tennessee, you're like right on us. How is it possible that you would not know about it when they say it's everywhere? That just ain't right. It ain't right, because you're so close. I mean, you're not, like, hey, I can hop in the car and be there in 20 minutes, but you're so fucking close to us, dude.
I'm gonna tell
We're
you,
just
this is what happened.
so there's no way that people in Tennessee should have forgotten. You know what I mean? But there we are. You had forgot.
Oh
And
yeah,
here I
because they haven't.
am, because yeah, it's important that people knows about it. So I'm just trying to keep it alive, really, and put a little bit of variety and get people's gears turning. Take it a little different route, or be a little more realistic with it, or a little more down to earth like I am. And I'm not so professional, but I got that street knowledge and I got that book knowledge too, and I understand how the world works and all this other shit, man, that people don't even take 1 second of their day to even think about,
Mhm.
So I feel like it could be beneficial that, I'm getting people's minds thinking again about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Because it seems to me like all the wrong people right now are thinking about it. It's people overseas that are coming over here for these crime channels and shit, and they talk about the case, and you don't really find locals in them so much. Like, rarely you'll find locals in the chats or speaking on it, because there's a lot of people from the area here that are like scared to speak on it, because they feel like they're going to be retaliated against, or their loved ones could be hurt. So
yeah,
nobody
because
talks.
because the dude wears a badge and they know it and they can't talk. It's just like in the Western days when people used to run a town.
Now, I just have to respond to you right now. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't it though? It's crazy, man.
That's what it is. Because I'm telling you, look, the children got killed. They had this video of that dude. And then after they started showing the sheriff, the dude with the mustache and stuff, I never heard anything else about it. That's what I'm saying. It's like once his face got on the news, it shut up.
Yeah, and then they didn't see shit until like a year later. And then it wasn't even him speaking on it anymore. It was somebody else speaking in his place, which was the Indiana State Police.
And I'll tell you another crooked ass murder that happened. That Benet Ramsey girl. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
How the hell can a little child get killed in her own house in the hallway downstairs? You know what I'm saying? How in the world does that happen? And nobody knows a thing.
Yeah.
Still ain't got a suspect. I mean, really? Come on. Same difference here. I mean, the same thing. They know who did it, but they're not going to oust. They might when they got a year left to live. You know.
Yeah, they have to know who done it, and it's got to be someone that's really going to blow our fucking minds when it all comes to light. We're going to be like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Told you. That's right.
I mean, I don't know that I saw or heard. I just think I seen it too. Something about Tobe had been cleared or something, but I never saw. Apparently, he admitted that he was checked and cleared.
I don't know. That whole thing is smoke and mirrors.
But then you would think, well, who checked him out and cleared him? Somebody else covering. You know what I'm saying? It's a never-ending crooked ass, especially these small towns. Like I said earlier, these small towns, man, they're really on the sideways, trying to catch up with the rest of the new world and shit. You know what I mean? Like they're snaking and caught up, and these old towns.
Yeah, like in this county I was raised up in, man, we had a cop that was sitting there stopping truck drivers, and he'd sit there and tell them, well, look, you just give me $300, I won't write you a ticket. And, you know, they wasn't even speeding or anything in the first place to get a ticket. He was just strong arm robbing them on the side of the highway, and they'd rather pay a $300, you know, get out ticket free card. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't go on the record, don't mess up their, you know, Department of Transportation truck driver license, whatever you call them.
Yeah, that's wow.
But this one dude didn't go for it. He's like, go ahead and write me that ticket. I'll see you in court. Well, that cop killed that truck driver, and then he tried covering it up. And I'm going to tell you what, a cop can't cover up his own murder too good.
Really? That happened?
Yeah, but yeah, it happened in the county I went to high school in. I mean, the one I grew up in, the one I was telling you about, the sheriff was a felon. Yeah. Yeah, I know how corrupt things can be. I've lived in the counties and the towns. Still living in a county that's corrupt. People say they want to go to Tennessee, man. I'd stay as far away from Tennessee as I could. They volunteer, all right. They volunteer to lock you up and throw away the key and extort you out of all the money you can make.
Yeah. It just really makes you wonder, you know, what's really going on. But then again, there's a lot of us truthers. We know what's going on. Why do we still wonder? We know what's going on. Why do we even fucking wonder? You know what I'm saying? I wonder a lot, and I don't know why I do that, because I know what's going on.
Exactly. You know what? We're just wondering why we're still wondering about it. I mean,
yeah, because it should have been fucking just boop, snap your fingers and done.
Yeah.
But no, you know when it's bad, it's bad, because this is the shit that happens right here. This is what you get. You got people speculating on all kind of different shit because what happened? Some corruption, and now they have to cover up this and that and this and that and this and that to the point where now everybody's pointing the fingers at everybody else. So, you know, it's just that's how you know that something happened that's not what they're telling you. Yeah, that's a little bit fucked up.
Hey, Bamboo was asking,
honestly,
how far do you live from Delphi?
I'm like 5 miles from there.
Yeah, that's too close. You know that guy that escaped up here in Tennessee and killed that guard or that lady, whatever, prison worker, and man, that stuff was less than 100 miles from me.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that stuff happened. And then, man, it's been all sorts of crazy stuff happening around here. You just don't really make national news.
That was on the run. I thought he escaped, and I thought he came up here and wound up getting shot in a police chase.
Oh, that was a different one. No, this guy, they finally called him because he went up to somebody's refrigerator on under their carport and was going to it, and he was on their Ring doorbell thing. So they called the law and had guns ready. It was an old black couple. They're fixed to kill the hell out of him if he tried to come in.
Wow.
That's what he said. He said, I had something for him if he tried to come in the house. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But that's weird, man. He's on the other side of their door. The refrigerator was beside the side door or whatever, went out to that carport. And man, that joker, he's sitting there. He's smiling. He opened up that refrigerator. He's like, ooh, look at it. He started pulling food out of it. But that's how they caught him. He didn't get too far from the prison either. I guess he was hiding up in the woods. And the guy didn't have much time left. I mean, now he's looking at the death penalty.
Huh.
He only had like 2 years left to flatten out whatever he was doing, if that long. Hey, we got Enlightened Skywatcher in the house. Let me say hi to some folks. We got Love for Angels, Fang Mista, Bamboo, Save Center, Naga, Roots. Let's see.
Yeah. Whoo, crazy here. Because those videos I done regarding the case, they're getting major views. And the comments that people are leaving are just crazy. They're getting major views. Oh, here we go. I'm echoing now.
Yes, you are.
That was amazing. Hello, Lurkers fam. Yeah, there's half the chat's like Gray Hughes and everybody just lurking back in the thing, wondering what's going on. There's a title that says Delphi Murders. Enlightened Skywatcher house. Yeah, half of one of them dropped out too. As soon as I said Gray Hughes, they were like, "Oh shit!" Right.
Hey, can you hear me, Tess?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at Beck Spittler's messages. She says, well, I can read them to you, though. The Delphi murders look and sound like my dad. Okay.
Oh, no, go ahead. I was just going to go back and look and pull it up. Who'd you say?
Oh.
Okay.
Beck Spittler.
How far back?
Candace O. Yeah, we got people in here I didn't even know was here. What's up, Naga? Naga Samurai Gucci. Yeah,
where's the comment?
Where's Beck Spittler's comment at?
I got it on the screen now. Go ahead, peeps. I'm sorry.
Oh wow, yeah, I see that, Beck. Are you like seriously? Dude, that's crazy.
Is
Yeah, it
Peep
says the
still
Delphi.
here?
I don't know if I should read. Should I read that out loud? Like, have you tipped that,
Yeah,
Beck?
you can read it.
Beck, have you tipped authorities about that, or because Valparaiso
Where's
is
he
close to
from?
here? I used to work in Valparaiso. My aunt owns a business up there. I used to drive back and forth from here to there. It's like an hour and 30 minutes if you're going pretty quick. So yeah, like yeah, it says the Delphi murderer looks and sounds like my dad. I haven't talked to my dad for 3 years, but he really looks like the murderer and he walks like him.
Well, there you go. Is he a cop?
Let's see.
All right, I made it. Okay.
Yeah, we got a lot of folks in the house tonight, man. That's pretty
We do.
cool.
I
So
appreciate it.
yeah. Oh, I see the comments are popping up on the bottom.
I'm trying, man. It's hard to sit there and pull up tabs and share strings and
I
pull
don't
up
know how.
comments.
You got to set up pretty good though, man, because I can see the comments right here at the bottom of the StreamYard screen and
Yeah, I'll
here on
put
the.
that up there.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Very cool.
Yeah, that's what I like about this better than the Hangouts because you can sit there and highlight, certain comments or whatever banners like I was doing. What do you know of the missing 411 phenomenon? Bamboo was asking you that, Tels.
Yeah, I was trying to catch up there. Um, wow, awesome comments, everybody. Awesome
Where
comments.
I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
I hear
Yes,
you
sir.
now.
Oh,
You're
okay.
not getting kicked off, but you're like losing your audio capabilities.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm using some different earphones. Maybe I should swap out my earphones again. Well, I'm also on my cell phone. I'm not on my computer. It could be it too.
Kid Carson's
This
asking about the white thing underneath his neck. It's probably like Tell said earlier, a hoodie.
Yes, the way that when you have your hoodie on and you have a jacket on, when the hoods are inside each other and your hoods are down, the excess material of the hoodie is going to be bunched up here. You see what I'm saying? When you're bundled up or whatever, your hoods are down, the excess hoodie material will be bunched up here. And especially if you are walking the trails and you're going up the hills and down the hills and all this other shit because it curves and then you step, up sometimes and maybe he didn't fix his, pull his jacket back down when it kind of rode up a little bit. So it kind of helped to bunch that material up there or whatever, because it really looks like it's part of the clothing. Like I said earlier, based on how that same material and color is on the side too, and you can see it curves around with that dark blue material. So it looks like bunched up material from a hoodie to me. Unless it's like an extra change of clothing, I honestly don't see a mask or anything of that sort. For the
I
record,
don't either. It's
the
just like you
missing
said. I
411
believe.
phenomenon. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say,
Go
I
ahead.
believe it's like you said, it's a sweatshirt or something up under there that he had on. He probably, I don't know what the temperature was and stuff that day, but
It was. I remember that day, man. I think I said that earlier. I had a T-shirt on that day. It was warm that day, like almost a summer day. Definitely a
we
very, very nice late spring day warmth.
Well, you
They
know
get
that girl. She didn't have much on when they showed a picture of her on that same bridge either.
yeah. Well, then it
She
got
had
back
on
down
like a
to like
shirt.
35 degrees that night. So, and they called the search off. So they left it. They left them out there in that woods in like 40, 40 or 35, 40-degree weather. So it's like, what led them to call the search off in the first place and all this other shit? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well,
They didn't go
somebody
back
didn't want
out.
to be caught.
I want to say they went back out at like 12 or 12 the next day. I want to say 10, but I think it's one or the other. But why would you wait so late to? I mean, even at 10, it's been daylight for a while. So why would you
Oh yeah.
wait so late to? It just none of it makes sense, man. It's all the what we do know is so fucked up that it just points to the people that are like in charge of that town. Like something is their fault here.
Exactly.
This is them. They're responsible for this somehow. It just everything points back to them because all the information we do have is so obviously like manipulated or whatever that it just points the finger right back to them. Like, what are you doing? What are you trying to hide? Or what is it that you're not telling us? Or what the fuck did you do? You know, like, what did you do? So I see Bamboo's comment about the missing 411 phenomena, and that's where the people are like literally vanishing in the woods, never to be seen again. And you know, it's always what national parks and yeah, national parks, I believe.
Huh. I don't guess I've been keeping up with that too much.
Yeah, Bamboo. It looks like he could have just took his jacket off and then had the outfit would be different underneath. Probably pants too. Who knows? Like layered up to where it's like there was an extra change of clothes underneath. Basically, whether they were on his body or bunched up inside his coat, it looks like an extra change of clothes is on that man for fucking 100% sure. Yes. But people have said outlines of guns and purse and all kinds of weird stuff that I don't really see, but it does in the picture of his or the full picture of him. It almost looks like he has around his waist under the jacket because it does have like this funny area, and it seems to be what I would assume as being a police issued utility belt for your gun and your flashlight and all that. Like he had maybe a police outfit on under that outfit and then the hoodie and shit over that and the jacket, or who knows, man.
It sure looked like it.
Yeah, look at that. Oh man. Oh, it just makes my stomach turn because I feel like I fucking know that man or have seen him or
Yeah, he was that gum dude with a badge on his shirt. That gummit.
it's weird. It's weird. Yeah, it's weird. It's wow.
I'm telling you, that's why there's nothing ever happening on it because that guy's in charge of the investigation. That's why they waited to 10 o'clock the next day. You're right. I mean, as soon as the lights up, they should have been out. Hell, really, they should have had flashlighters and. I mean, come on.
Yeah, everything on demand, drones and all that shit should have been with their night vision and their heat sensing and shit like that.
Exactly.
You can't tell me that they didn't have some shit like that available from somewhere to come help out instead of calling off that search all night or going and sending some dogs out there or something. You know what I mean? What was so? And then they let every meth head and every drunk in the fucking county run through the woods looking for these kids to trample the whole scene. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even treat it as professionals. Well, we never expected something like this would happen before. Well, isn't that what you're trained for? To expect the worst? and to be prepared for, you know, some shit that
Hey.
might be that way when you find it. You know what I'm saying? If they act like
Guess
it's some
who-
surprise that's never happened before.
Guess who would know that that kind of stuff would happen? Somebody with a badge on their chest.
Oh yeah, it's all too strange and twisted. If they would just clarify even a couple things, you know,
Right.
it might be helpful for us to understand what it is that they're fucking doing. Because at this point, there's a lot of us people who feel like
They've
it
been
may be
lied to.
someone in law enforcement. There's a lot of people saying that it might be that it's most likely someone in law enforcement. That's been said for a long time. Because like I said earlier, this is 2.5-year-old case now. Some people call it a cold case. It may very well become a cold case because maybe the picture that I made right there you just seen will never get out there as much as it should be. Because that's the actual photograph of the man. That's the picture everybody needs to be looking at right there. That is him. That is layered. It's the details brought back to it. It's not distorted. I didn't take away from the image whatsoever. I only added what's in the photo, spread out amongst the pixels, and brought it back into perspective in the area I focused on, which was his face. So I want people to see that picture, because when you see that picture, man, and you can see that, like he has brown eyes almost. You can tell for sure that the man in the photo I worked on has dark eyes, because had his eyes been gray or blue, you know what I'm saying, they would have looked different when my finished product. You see what I'm saying? You would have saw that eye area as being more of a white color all throughout it, and not that darkened area in the middle. That's how I know he fucking for sure has a dark ass pair of eyeballs. They're like brown, probably.
Yeah, they're full of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I'm trying to find. That's the thing though. You can't find anything other than the man on the bridge, the girls on the bridge, the crime scenes, and where it happened. I mean, there's no new leads, no new anything. It's just like they got 3 weeks in and quit, and that's it.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm trying to find. I don't know what I'm trying to find, to be honest with you. That guy on the bridge, it moves so fast. This thing, my computer's lagging. And it takes me a minute. All right. It's taking me, man, I clicked that button a long time ago. Now there's the guy walking on the bridge. I just wish I could compare this better. I guarantee
what I was going to do.
I mean, just look how he's walking. I'm sure. I mean, you can see where his kneecaps are. You can see he's got kind of like his legs are short from the knees down, but they're long from the knees up to his hips. You see that?
Yeah. He's got holes in his knee. You can see the holes in the jean. See the holes?
Uh-huh. There's a hole in that knee right there for sure. And it's only 3 seconds. It's hard to stop this thing because I got a lag, but there it is.
I'll tell you. I will tell you.
Here's the whole.
Based on his pants alone, I see a lot of welders with jeans that have the holes like that. There's not a lot of places that you'll work that I have the holes in the knees like that. Holes will be in different places depending on your job. See what I'm saying?
Right.
But one thing I know is that, like, for example, my dad, every pair of fucking pants that man has ever owned has always had the same fucking hole
Yeah.
in the same spot from
Yeah.
where he kneels down and shit. This exact same spot on every pair he's ever had. So I know for probably 95% sure at least that the man in this picture, most of the pairs of pants he has are going to have the same fucking holes. So that would be something to keep in mind, is to keep in mind the pattern of, because the one hole is up higher than the other hole is. The one hole is above the knee. That's the knee he puts on the ground when he kneels. The other knee is not so much on the ground. The hole's in a different spot. It's lower than the knee. See that?
I wonder what kind of hobbies that guy up the badge has got.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I wonder if he, does welding at home or maybe some grinding or.
I don't know.
Because you're exactly right about, because I wear out the top part above my knees because when I do body work, I'll put my elbows in the top of my leg above because I'm squatting a lot.
Yep.
And I'll use my body weight and push on my elbow so I don't really have to push with my arm as hard. You know what I mean? And I always wear out the same spots in my jeans.
Yep. Absolutely. So that's
And
definitely
shorts.
something to keep in mind.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just know I had to, like I said, when you put that comparison up, that's what I've been thinking when it first happened. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's pretty compelling to say the least. If it's not, then it's pretty damn similar.
what in the world is that? Is that a cow? who's buzzing? Did Peeps get kicked off again? I think Peeps got kicked out again. Are you still there, Tels? Hello? Can anybody hear me? Okay. Anybody home? Anybody hear me? Yahoo Lady. Hello. Who else is Candace O? I don't know if I said hey Bamboo or not, but hey Bamboo. Blue server been in the house for a while. Geospatial Sky, how's it going? I don't know what happened to everybody. I don't know where Peeps went. Well, how's everybody been doing tonight? Oh man, I haven't done a live in a while because I've been seeing the same stuff in the sky over and over and over and over, and then I'm starting to see where everybody else is taking pictures of the same stuff I'm seeing in the sky, and I was like, well, shoot, what should I do? So I've been just practicing a little survival, experimenting with earth-built stuff, like fireplaces and adobe type structure stuff. Just, getting ready. Is Naga still out there? But yeah, I don't know what happened to Tails. I don't know what happened to Peeps. We'll give it some. I guess this would be probably a good time to end it if everything's ended on its own anyhow, right? We've got the word out there. I have been a little suspicious of the dude with the badge for a long time. And I forgot all about this, man, because I've always wondered how long is that dude going to get away with that? Because, it's somebody that they deal with all the time. Those poor kids, man, they're just out there enjoying nature. Back in the old days, you could do stuff like that. You could sit there and walk to school. You could walk to the store. Nowadays, man, you better keep your kids within reach. And that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, yeah, that's right, Bang. He'll get away with it here, but he won't get away with it when it comes to Judgment Day. Yeah, it is. It's terrible. No, don't look at Hillary. Hillary did treason against this country, and treason is punishable by death. And she's still spending all that money. It's ridiculous, y'all. And I'm not a political kind of person, but I watch how these politics do, and these people aren't right, man. The Democrats are like socialists or communists, I should say. And they've shown it, man. They talk about these rat infested cities. Well, most of them are rat infested, feces infested, and all sorts of infestations. And it's because they're run by Democrats. Tails, are you back, man?
Sorry about that. I had a phone call.
But yeah, I didn't know if we're fixed to end or not. It seemed like a good time to end. Nobody's talking about anything. Peeps is getting on his computer or something.
Oh.
We are 2 hours and 24 minutes in.
Yeah, we're golden. We're gravy. Yeah, I gotta go up and get my wife here in about 20 minutes. So
okay.
Yeah, we'll probably go ahead and call it a lovely ending to the spiel and rant on the Delphi double homicide. An unfortunate event that occurred. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Oh gosh. No, I'm just fucking with you. Anyways. Yes. I feel like it was a good show. Sorry if we offended anybody. Disclaimer: we are not pointing fingers.
We're not.
Tis all purely speculation at this point.
But I believe that guy with the badge did it.
Never know, man. Really never know. I mean, it looks.
I've seen him on TV.
Just looking at the two together is like more compelling than anything I've. Because everybody's matching shit to the sketches. You know what I'm saying? People are putting faces next to the sketches. Now, there's not many people that I can take their photograph and put next to the actual man on the bridge and it looked just like him.
Right.
But I can take all kinds of actual photos of people and match it up to that both them sketches.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So now that I have worked that photograph right there and made that a thing that's recognizable, and you put a photo of an actual person next to that actual other photograph and not a fucking drawing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's easier to determine, hey, does that look similar or not? Now, I know there's a lot of people in the area that look similar in their ways, but not very many people look like that man that has been revealed in the photograph of the guy on the fucking bridge. And there's not many people, maybe a handful, that will match and look exactly like what I've revealed in that photo. So you see what I'm saying? It's not like it's a for sure thing, but damn, bro, if you really was spoken with or questioned and cleared as I heard earlier or you said or whatever, then I could see why.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. There's no way. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I've seen that guy, and I was like, there he is, but he's got a badge on. I mean, I thought that the day I saw that broadcast, I mean, it was the first time I'd ever come across the news. I saw that dude, and I was like, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. So, figure we touch base on that topic. So, you know, if you guys want to hear us cover anything in particular, let us know in the comments. And we thank Open Your Eyes Peeps for having our back here on the live stream here for 2 hours and 27 minutes and 37 seconds. And John Boy, I want to thank you for having me and listening to my whole shitstorm of a thing we got going on here. What is
There's peeps.
What's going on, man?
Oh shit.
Looks crazy, huh?
How you do that, bro?
Snapcam filter.
Wow.
You download onto your laptop.
Won't work.
That's pretty cool, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's not compatible.
So we finally see the face of the man behind all of the tech support. There he is.
He's dead tired.
We've revealed two faces tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Man. Yes. That's a lot of faces to reveal.
That's crazy, man.
I can't get that snap camera to work on my on Yard Stream on my end.
No?
Or StreamYard, I mean. No, it crashes. It just kind of flashes here and there.
Oh, okay.
It just won't.
I was reading up on it. A question
it's something to do with my video cards.
Bro, that's awesome.
Blues Surfer is asking, can the host of the show lead a group prayer to catch this killer, please?
Well, I don't really want to lead a prayer. but we can all pray that he gets caught. How about that to ourselves? I've never been a group prayer leader. Sorry about that. Anybody else want to? They can.
Take it away,
But I
Tails.
say mine first.
Oh yeah. All right, bow our heads, everybody. Let's pray to our Creator, our real divine entity that is responsible for our very existence. Let us all pray. We pray tonight in the name of Abby and Liberty, the unfortunate victims of the double homicide that happened in Delphi, Indiana. We pray tonight that the killer gets caught and the girls get the justice that they deserve, and that the families get the closure that they've been looking for about 2.5 years now. I pray that more people push this case out there and get it flowing more in the public eye, so that we can help catch this monster. And like so many other people that are still lurking on the streets responsible for horrible crimes that they know that they're going to burn in hell for, I pray that they all, get exactly what they deserve, and that the people that have been hurt in this world get the justice that they need, and everybody can move on from the evil that surrounds us all. We pray tonight because we were asked to, but most importantly because we have the ability to, because here we all are together tonight. So we pray that things work out exactly how they should, and we pray that this killer's caught. So with that being said, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Tails.
Thank you, Tails. Thank you, who was that? I forget who's the one who recommended that.
They recommended that I do it, but I'm not the one that should do it. I just don't.
Well, no, whoever
I
asked for
pray
the
my
prayer.
own. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not really a group prayer either, but I guess I did it. It is what it is.
No, I mean,
I don't regret it.
It's sincere.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
I don't regret it, man. It's all good. I'm happy to do that for you guys. Not a problem at all. So I got to cut out of here. I got to go make sure my wife makes it home safely. We out here in the hood with this killer lurking around. So
yeah,
I'm always prepared.
Well, thank you, Tel. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's good to get out and discuss something a little different for a change.
Right.
We all are open to other topics. As I said earlier, if anybody's got any suggestions on anything you want us to cover in particular, we could try to make that happen. But I just want to thank John Boy for having me, and Peeps, thank you, brother, for running to the panel here to keep an eye on things for us.
I tried.
It's much appreciated, man.
Thank you.
So I know I ain't seen you guys in a while, and I've been going through a lot with my grandmother's passing and all that, but I'm gonna be okay. All right, I'm all good, man.
Well,
everything happens for a reason, and you can't really let it go, but you got to move on. So can't let it get to you too much, but I'm good. I'm great. Right. It's been a while since I seen all y'all. I hope everybody else is doing good too, man. As good as you can be. Not like I hope, because it's usually bullshit. Nobody's doing perfect, but as good as you can be, I hope you're all doing that. Yeah. If there's anything I could, lend a listening ear or whatever, just anybody let me know out there. I'm cool. I'm cool with whatever. All y'all are good people, and I enjoyed being here.
Blue Surfer said sorry for your loss. And Yahoo Lady said sorry to hear that. Oh, he cut out already. A little too late.
Okay. Well, man.
Well, I tried getting getting on here because I kept on getting booted off my cell phone.
Really?
Yeah, I kept on cutting that out, and then you guys couldn't hear me when I was talking. And then I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that was weird because it wasn't showing you gone. Wait a minute. There's Tails back in here.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm good, man. It's okay. I, you know, all the prayers are welcome and everything. I know because everybody has said that they pray for me, and if there's anything that I need to let them know and all that. So I also just wanted to thank everybody for their hospitality and their kindness. In my situation, not being the best, but I I'm letting everybody know right now I'm all right. I ain't been out and about too much, but that don't stop me from staying busy. So just because you guys don't see me on here as often as you may normally, don't mean that I done disappeared. But if I do disappear, you'll know. You won't see me
All right.
on here at all. You won't see me here at all. But yeah, but I mean everything's good, man. If
All
I
right.
if I disappear or I die, I did not fucking do that shit to myself, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. No, don't say
That
that.
goes to all of us.
Damn. Yeah. That's true.
Man,
I
it was
didn't
good to
do
see
it.
y'all. Good to see everybody, man. Shout out to the chat. You guys had awesome comments tonight, and I was surprised to see all the people that came and had interest in the topic. So you guys, everybody's welcome to come back, and I'm always happy to be here. So you guys can invite me anytime if I'm free. Just let me know when everything's going down, and I'll let you know if I can join, man. Anytime.
All right, Tails.
All right, brother, man.
Hey,
have
you
a
guys
good
have a good one.
All
I'll
right,
see
man.
y'all.
Much love, man. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace out, y'all.
Oh,
All right. Well, we still have
yeah.
17 in chat.
Oh shoot. But the what do you call it? The headliner has left.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, look, seriously, I saw him put out some videos, and I was like, man, I forgot all about that. And then he put out the video with that cop with the mustache, and I'm like, oh, he's figured it out too. And that's how come I'm doing this, because that's what I thought back when that stuff happened. I thought that's the guy right there.
Oh. I haven't seen anything. I just got a
Really?
reminder because I was, like I said, I was checking all my notifications because I haven't gotten any. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell? I'm like, why am I not getting any notifications? So I'm like, well, let me check what John Boy's doing or what he's been up to. And then all of a sudden I saw that you're going to be live. So I hit the reminder, and that's the only notification that I got. And then
Really?
that's when I happened to go out, to my email, and then I see that. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, okay. So I haven't turned on my notifications. So I saw that you sent one like at 6 o'clock,
I
and
think
then the
I
other one was
did.
8.
I sent one. I don't know when it was.
Yeah, it was like 6
Sent
something.
one.
And I was like, man, I'm like, what the hell?
But I have not. This is the first live I've done since the last live you're on. Except for I did a 10-minute one, but I didn't talk or nothing.
Oh, okay.
I just put up an old video of the crazy looking sky and had my bug-eyed, race car driver guy.
You had Born a Racer
I
on
just
there,
try
though?
and bring some attention to the video. Yeah. I didn't have any music going or any sound. I hadn't been on, for a while, and I thought, well, let me get on. And then I don't know, man. I've been noticing everybody's sky pictures looks just like my skies. I mean, clouds and all, shaped, same, everything. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Everybody's seeing what I can see and take pictures of. I mean, identical.
Wow. Yeah, I
I'm
got to
scared.
put up a whole bunch of them up.
So I just stopped videoing the sky. The other day we had a storm come through, and man, it looked just like the one I did about Ghostbusters. Had the whirling time portal looking stuff going on. It's just crazy looking. I was like, I'll be videoing this, but I can probably catch the next one. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that common now.
Wow.
And then
that is crazy, though.
And then if we do talk about the clouds and the chemtrails, well, Harvard's come out and said they're doing it now. So what's the point in that? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, they finally admitted it. Well, they've admitted it on a down low here and there, but they actually finally they're just like, hey, it is what it is. Screw it.
Yeah, but now it kind of took away from pointing out what they're doing. Now they're saying, oh yeah, we are doing that.
Well, they're saying that it's helping to create rain and for dry areas and all this other.
It's making dry areas drier, wet areas wetter, or wet areas drier. I mean, it's not working right. They need to stop.
Yeah, Fang missed us saying she's saying John Boy posted sky pics look nothing like anyone's go look. I went to Georgia Guidestones. Oh, really? Wow, nice. The Georgia Guidestones. Thing missed us. She posted up a video. I thought what the heck?
Check that out.
I thought I was subscribed to you, Fang.
I can't check on this.
I just checked right now, and I was about to look at your video, and then I'm like, and I just looked, and I'm not subscribed to you.
I found I'm not subscribed to a lot of people that I know. I don't unsubscribe from anybody. You see what I'm saying? So I know if I'm unsubscribed, I didn't do it because I don't care if you piss me off or what. I do not unsubscribe.
Yeah, me neither. I don't unsubscribe from people.
And I'm finding myself like I was unsubscribed from China Miss Jones. I was unsubscribed from a lot of channels that I know that I've had to resubscribe to, like for the third time. And I'm not unsubscribing at all.
Yeah, that's yeah, you're right. She said YouTube unsubscribes people all the time. But yeah, I get that a lot too. And then every now and then I'm like resubscribing to somebody.
I had to resubscribe to Farmall Fanatic. I know I didn't unsubscribe from them. But not that I watched the grow things or anything like that. I subscribed to them, so I'm just a subscriber. You know what I mean? If he's got a topic that I want, I mean, I'm not into all that grow show stuff.
Yeah, I haven't
raiding and junk, but
like if I'm like, say that right now we're in this live stream, then you say, hey, let's go raid,
hey, let's go raid John Boy.
Yeah, let's go raid John Boy, and then I'll be like, all right, since I'm already in your stream, why am I gonna say no? I'm leaving. So I just say, yeah, man, all right, let's go. But I mean, I don't just go and say like, hey, go looking around for lives just because everybody's doing raids or whatever.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't.
I've never really cared about that, but I've never got raided, and I don't get it. I've had some of the big raiding channels come up in my chat, and they never did raid.
Well, I mean, I guess the whole point of a raid is to like get your chat going, and then after, from what I understood, after like a certain amount of time, and then you have a certain amount of people in your chat, I guess it's like something good for your analytics.
Yeah, you gotta have like the more likes you get during the live, the more it's getting out there that you're live, so it brings more people in. And the more people get in that like it, the more it gets out there that you're live and more people come in is how it's supposed to work. But if people aren't liking it during the live, then it's not making the analytics,
Right.
put it out there.
Yeah. Well,
Which I'm not worried about that. Like I said, I haven't gone live since the last time you were live with me. And it's really because I don't know, man. It's like I'm not changing directions, but I don't want to get on here and talk about the same thing over and over and over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you, man.
If we get some crazy looking cloud pictures, yeah. But from what I'm seeing now from all across the country and really across the world, is everybody's got the same clouds now.
Yeah, they're like some of them are like today's. I was gonna take some video, but I have no memory.
That's
So I gotta
my
upload.
problem.
Yeah, I gotta upload everything that I took while we were on vacation, so that I could free up some space. But today we had like cotton candy clouds, man. They're like puffy, like cotton candy.
Yeah.
Like it's been a while since I've seen the cotton candy clouds around here.
Are you talking about the ones that are like bubbles just hanging down everywhere?
Yeah, and then they have like little stringies going around like cotton candy does.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. It was just like, what the hell? I was like, ooh. And it was just weird because I just happened to look up and I got home and I'm looking around and I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, that looks like cotton candy. I'm like, ooh, cotton candy sounds good right now. But yeah.
I had those deals where it was like an overcast day. You could kind of tell where the sun was sometimes because the clouds would get thin.
Mm-hmm.
But it was wherever there was openings, it was black behind it. And it wasn't a black cloud, it was like a black opening. I mean, the opening in the clouds had black behind it.
Yeah, like a portal or something.
Mm-hmm. It's exactly what it is, man. If you watch, like, you know how Blue Kool-Aid does that? It shows the Earth's magnetics around the Earth using that view of the satellite or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at that, it looks like we're in a big whirlpool. I mean,
yeah, it does.
Something's spiraling, and it's like we're in a black hole, and it's all around the whole Earth. And I'm starting to look up and notice that, what if CERN has messed us up? You know what I mean? What if we're going in a black hole?
Could be. Could be. Never know, man. I'm sure. I don't know. It's pretty jacked up everywhere. It's like all this cloud seeding, geoengineering.
Oh yeah.
With these clouds, the rain, fucking rain sometimes doesn't even feel like it's like regular rain.
Yeah.
It's got like this slippery, like when it lands on your skin, it's not like it's kind of like how like when you're changing your car oil on your car and then it falls on you and you wipe it off with a rag, but you still have that little residue on your skin.
Well,
you know what I'm talking about?
It's plastic in our rainwater.
Yeah, totally.
And plastic's made out of oil. Think about it. Plastic is made out of oil.
Yep. So I felt that. I was like, man, what the hell is this shit?
Oh, I got caught in. I got drenched today in it, and I don't like getting. I mean, in the old days, I didn't care, but nowadays, I don't know what that really is falling out of the sky. I hate to say it like that, but
yeah,
man, get out of it. Get out of the direct sunlight where you spontaneously combust, and don't get out in the rain. You might melt.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, shit. It's like like I remember when I was a kid, man. You ride our bikes around and it start raining, and then you just keep on riding your bike around, riding through puddles. Like that was like the whole thing. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna ride through the puddles.
The biggest water puddle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make the biggest splash.
Yep. and then you go and skid your tire and try and get everybody
Yeah.
else wet. You know, I mean, come on. And then now, shit, you can't do that. It's like not the same.
Not at all. Well, like I was saying earlier, I don't know, was that? No, I don't think I said this on air, but this has happened around here where I live. This lady had her 3 dogs and let the 3 dogs get in her pond, and all 3 dogs died because the pond had some sort of this weird blue algae in it.
What?
Yeah. It
Oh,
just happened like
shit.
30 miles from me. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like crazy, man. Look, it'd been different if one dog died, but all three
But all
dogs
three of
died
them?
after getting in this pond that had blue algae in it.
Yeah, that's something's not right there.
Yeah. Uh-uh. And
That's
that,
for
like I
sure.
said, that was like 30 miles from me.
Wow. That is crazy, dude.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. 3 dogs, all 3 died,
Hmm.
and they know it came from that pond. I mean, come on now.
Where else
When
is
we
it
were
gonna come from?
kids, we used to jump in ponds. You know what I mean? We used to go
Yeah.
swimming in ponds.
We used to build ramps and ride our bikes into the ponds, man. Like do backflips, side flips, you know, tabletops. I mean,
It'd
shit.
have that green algae in it, or it'd
Yeah.
have like,
The moss.
or you ever from the oak tree, the dead leaves in there? That stuff would be like
Hmm.
clay. It'd be like 2 foot of clay. You'd be up
Oh,
to your
dude,
knees.
yeah. We have to use a motorcycle to pull our bikes out sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, that stuff, man. My friend had an old little pond that was in, a bunch of oak trees, and it took years for we really decided to get out there in it. And when we did, I ain't lying, man, we went up to our knees. And when we finally got out of the water, all that gray clay was all over our legs, man.
Oh yeah.
It stunk. Oh, that
Oh
stuff
yeah.
stunk. All them
Smelled.
decayed.
Hmm. Yeah, that's the only bad part. You start disturbing it and it starts
Yeah.
smelling
Oh,
like,
it's worse than a sewage pond.
yeah. Oof. Hmm. Yeah. Mm.
It was bad. It was like
Mm-mm.
smelling a Bigfoot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Mm,
Bushfoot.
mm, mm.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh
Mm-mm.
man, I didn't have my comments on over here. Dadgummit, sorry.
Oh shit. I wasn't
Teacup
even
is
looking at.
back. Hey, Teacup.
Welcome back, Teacup.
Gerald. Gerald Roots. Okay.
Oh shit. I'm still on Thing Mista's page. I'm gonna leave it on there so I'll watch your videos.
I might have to go check. It's easier for me to get on my tablet and check stuff than try to do it on this laptop because I've gotten so used to spell check. And for some reason, I can't get it to work on this laptop.
Yeah.
I've clicked all the
Which
right buttons, I thought.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome back, Teacup. I don't know if I said it or not. Um,
Dadgum,
can't
I
go
didn't
into
know.
the ocean here. Flesh-eating bacteria. Damn, Save
Oh,
Sinner.
yeah. Yeah,
What
they
area
got
do you
that
live in?
down there in the Gulf Coast, man, in Florida. That happened.
Well, I'm glad we didn't go there.
Yeah, I'm scared to get in any kind of water anymore.
Yeah,
And
I don't
dadgum,
know.
I remember as a kid, I used to ask my mom, how come we don't have any sharks? Man, I got some sharks nowadays.
Yeah, they got bullhead sharks. I forget there's another shark that can go in fresh water and in salt water as well. I know it's the
Huh.
bull shark, and then there's another one. I can't remember the other one. Son of a
I
biscuit
don't
eater.
know, but they've had 30 shark bites so far this year.
Only that's it?
Mm.
30
Well, they
only?
only had 32 all last year, so they're ahead now because summer's not over.
Hmm.
Well, they're not really ahead. They're close to being tied with last year, I guess. I was watching this thing with Joe Rogan or whatever, and he's talking to some guy. He was like a representative somewhere, and the guy said, "What was I even saying now?" Okay, he's talking about how they're trying to have this gun control and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know what more people get murdered by than rifles, than assault weapons? Only 3% of people are getting murdered by assault weapons, right? Guess what they're getting killed by the most? Hammers and knives. Hammers and knives are killing more people than assault rifles.
Oh, yeah, easily.
I mean, really?
I knew. Well, I was gonna say knives. I didn't know it was knives.
Hammers are number one, and then knives.
Wow.
I mean,
That's pretty.
really?
That's pretty freaking crazy. I don't. Well, it's true. It's like I don't know. I think it was. I don't know who we were talking to. I think it was me, you, and somebody else talking about like if you were to encounter somebody with a knife and you're within, I forget how many feet it was, 10 or something feet, or the 8-foot barrier or something like that. Instead of drawing your weapon, you have a knife on you. You're better off drawing your knife into that person or against that person versus drawing your weapon, because by the time you draw your weapon, that person's already stabbed you to death.
Oh, huh.
I forget. There's a.
I don't know. I think I can draw quick.
You know, I mean, because it takes you some time to draw your weapon, draw your gun. You know. But I don't know. I can't remember who I was talking to. We were all talking. It was me, you, and someone else. I can't remember who it was.
It might be probably bamboo.
Was it bamboo? Maybe.
I'd say so.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Make me hungry. Yeah, I couldn't get. I mean, I could get them to work as long as I was in Snapchat, but as soon as I tried to use the camera on the StreamYard, it wouldn't work. It just had the little round Snapchat symbol. You know.
Oh, what are you using it on? The Chromebook?
It will not support on a Chromebook at all.
Yeah, I was reading on that.
But what I think is my computer's an Acer and this Chromebook's an Acer. You see what I'm saying? So maybe it's something to do with their programming. Even though I've got Windows 7 on the other one, it still will not work.
I forget, but there's a certain operating system you have to have.
Yeah, it tells me whatever I've got, the Snap camera may crash. And it does.
Okay.
It's something to do with my video card or something's not good enough for whatever it's trying to do. I don't know. I'm thinking it's something to do with my camera because I'm using like a in-car camera, dash cam deal.
Oh, okay.
Man, that thing, I got hundreds of hours worth of me driving.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I always kept it going, man, because, man, I had cars would run me off the road and stuff. I mean, I had the weirdest thing. 9 out of 10 cars across the center line when I meet them.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm serious. I told my neighbor about it. And he's like, oh. And then when he rode with me, he's like, you're right. I'm like, I told you.
You know, when we did a road trip out through the southern part of Texas.
Yeah.
As we left and we got on the expressway, it was like everybody and their mother was on the fucking cell phones, man. And they get out of their lanes and then they're like rolling all over the place and then they're like, oh shit. And then you like, but people are looking at each other and they're like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah.
And then as you're driving past that person, you just like speed, and then you try and pass them, and then they're giving a look to you like, "Why the hell are you doing that?
Yeah.
You know, what's wrong with you?" I'm like,
It's worse than
hello?
being on the road with drunk drivers. I swear.
Yes,
I'd
yes,
rather have drunk drivers than cell phone texters or whatever they're doing.
yeah,
I
it's
had,
freaking
I had a
ridiculous.
woman do that to me in Jackson, man. She was on my driver's side. You know, I was on the sidewalk side, right? It's 4-lane, you know, I mean, it had a median or turn lane in the middle. You know, 2
Hmm.
lanes north, 2 lanes south, and turn lane in the middle.
Yeah.
Curb, you know, near the sidewalk, anyhow. This lady comes by and she's right beside me. And then she's texting, and then she changes lanes into my lane where I'm at. You know what I mean? So I'm getting over as far as I can get, and I'm fixing to have to go over the curb and get on the sidewalk, and I'm hitting the brakes. So I went ahead and hit them harder. She
Wow.
got where I was at in that lane. I come up beside her. Now I'm on her driver's side. I am 4 inches from her door with my door. Her mirror's about to touch my door. You know what I mean? This
Hmm.
lady hadn't even noticed yet. We went 2 blocks with me right that close beside her driver's door, and she never noticed. Never.
Wow, that's freaking crazy.
So she ran me out of my lane and never noticed me within an inch of her mirror, you know,
Wow.
for 2 blocks. And finally I stopped because I was like, if the law sees me, though, you know.
Well,
Because
I
I
mean,
was sharing her lane with her. I was trying to get her back and show her, you know, you just ran me up on the sidewalk just about, lady, and this is what it feels like, but I'm not going to keep coming over. And she never even noticed.
yeah, then you wonder, like, even motorcyclists, you know, you're seeing them ride their motorcycles, and people on their cell phones even more nowadays. You know, before it's because you couldn't see them or hear them. Now it's like everybody's got their
Yeah,
freaking blinders, like the horse carriages, you know, like you see down in towns, you know,
yeah.
they got their blinders on the side of their heads. And it's like
Oh,
once they're getting into the lane of the motorcycle, then the motorcyclist hits their window or hits their mirror, breaks their mirror off, and then they're like, "Oh, what the hell? Why did you do that? Hello, what?"
yeah,
Um, wake up, get the fuck off the phone, and use your eyes for what they're meant for, to see the road,
yeah.
not the fucking phone while you're driving.
That's why I'm
It's
not
like,
riding these
damn.
motorized bicycles as much anymore. Because, man, I was getting about run over all the time. And you know, they don't see that when they don't see a motorcycle. And now,
Oh
like you
yeah,
said, the cell phones are involved. Oh, no, they ain't seeing anything.
yeah. It's like it's freaking, it's stupid.
Well, here in Tennessee, they made a law that you cannot be on a cell phone at all. So that kind of messed me up because I can't take pictures of the clouds now. You cannot have any device in your hands whatsoever.
Oh wow.
So I can't even pick my tablet up, take a picture out the window. If a cop saw me, they could get me for having a device in my hand.
Damn. Well, you know, I mean,
It violates my 14th Amendment right.
well, yeah, but I mean, it's
But
just
I'm
so.
not texting. I've never texted, and I've hardly ever driven while talking. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do it all the time.
Well, I hardly ever. So
Just kidding. I don't do it all the time. But it was like, I don't know, and it's like, you know, it's like when you, has anybody, or have you ever seen the movie Inspector Gadget or the show
yeah,
Inspector Gadget? That's what I
yeah.
wanted, one of those go-go gadget hands, so that I could just pitch slap the shit out of the person that is on their phone and just be like,
Well, I wanted to put a PA on my vehicle so I can get on there and just holler in it. Get off the phone!
oh yes. Oh.
I did that to the lady, man. Look, well, I didn't have a PA. I was on that motorized bicycle. I
Hmm.
was going down a back road, and this like I don't know, a Lexus. It was a nice SUV. it's gonna pull out, well, I figured they're gonna let me go by, but they pulled out in front of me, right? There's nothing coming, so I was like, all right. I didn't ever get on the brakes because I was gonna go around them and I was gonna yell at them, right? I swooped around that daggum thing, and when I got up to the driver's window, this woman was sitting there texting, had the phone up on the steering wheel like this.
Oh
And
man.
when I got right beside her, I go, "Hey!" Man, she threw that thing in the air like that. I scared her to death because she never knew I was there.
Oh my
You know what
God,
I mean?
man.
Never knew it.
Wow.
And she stayed behind me for the next 5 miles while I was on that bike.
He's
She
probably like,
just
hell, I'm staying away from this guy.
I think it was probably the sheriff's wife.
Oh, ain't that
Yeah.
a shame?
I don't care. I done put the sheriff back in his vehicle once. He stopped me because I passed him. He was mad. I was like, I broke no laws. There's a passing zone. I was never above 55. And
Quit driving so damn slow.
oh, it's a car turning in front of him, turning to the right, off the highway.
Oh, okay.
And he just slowed down and stayed in that lane. I was like, well, hell, if he's going to stay in that lane, I just kind of whooped around. Next thing I know, I didn't even know it was a cop, man. Next thing I know, that thing had blue lights all over the place on it. It was one of them, what do you call them, Ford SUV things? Like an
Ford
Escape.
Explorers or
Yeah,
Ford
one of
Explorers. I call them Ford Exploders
them.
because they tend to explode.
Well,
Sometimes it breaks down.
I got old Jeep Grand Cherokee, and it's the year model that has the gas tank like a Pinto. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh man, yeah.
And you know what their fix is for that problem?
What?
Put one of them sway trailer hitches up, you know what I mean, that go on each side of the frame and has
Yeah.
a square. That is their fix for that.
What?
Yeah, that's how they fixed it. The problem that kind of encased that it's a plastic gas tank and it hangs down a good foot below the back bumper.
Wow. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
at least is it solid steel at least that protects it?
Oh, the trailer tow pack thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it is a trailer tow hitch.
Yeah. It bolts up to the frame. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Receiver
Yeah.
hitch
The trailer. Yeah. The trailer
thing?
hitch.
Yeah, it's big enough that it encases that exposed fuel tank. But before I put one on mine, I sat there and got a flammable sticker and I stuck it on my back bumper.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I told
Night
everybody,
thing
I
that says
said, well, I told
anything.
everybody, I said, that's Chrysler's fix is put a flammable sticker on that back bumper. And they're like, really? I'm like, no, man, come on, get real.
Jamming jammers in the house.
Jamming jammer.
Jamming jammer. What's up, brother? It's actually if you damn, what the hell is the name of that program?
Snapchat.
Yeah, Snap. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll look it up. I have it written down in my notes here.
What is it?
It's
Oh, that's called Midnight. What you got on?
Snap. Yeah, midnight something. It's called SnapCam Filters. Download it onto your laptop. It can't be a Chromebook though.
Yeah.
And you could use it with OBS. So, but my the name of my mask is, well, I'm not going to tell you because then you're going to copy it. Well, you're going to see it anyways.
That's the only one that'll work on mine.
Well, you should use it, and then I could use a different
I
one.
don't even copy it. No.
I could use a different one. It's
The
midnight
only
something.
reason it works is because it leaves everything black in the background.
Mm-hmm.
It's not having to pick up all that, I guess.
Yeah.
But it seems to work better. And I'm like, dadgum, the only one that works is one Peeps uses.
Well, I mean, I have a mask like that. That's the only reason I use it because then it kind of doesn't
Oh.
look like. But I know you have one too. I could always get. There's a few other ones that I could always use. so it's no big deal. It ain't nothing but a chicken wing.
Yeah.
like,
Oh, shoot, man.
I like this one too. Pineapple head. That's what I call them.
I tried the pimp one. It works, but it's just too messed up.
Yeah.
Got the gold glasses and the gold hat and the pimp jacket and the gold teepus.
Yeah. Anybody want some Cheeto Puffs?
You're making me hungry now.
Oh,
man, I can't believe I haven't done a live in so long.
You want some bacon jammer? Hmm?
Another one that works good for me is the snorkel one, but I don't really like it.
The which one?
The one with the snorkel and the goggles.
Oh, yeah.
That never works.
Yeah. Jammer, I'll put it in chat. Hold on a second. Let me get the name of it again. Snap camera filters. Yeah, it's yeah, camera filters. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. The snorkel one. It's okay.
I mean, that's the only one. It'll let me move around and it doesn't disappear on
What do you got there?
So that's the problem I'm having. Oh, that's a little knife.
Oh,
it's called a firefighter toothpick.
Oh, nice.
Little bitty thing.
That's pretty cool.
Fit in your change pocket. When I used to have to mask off cars, that real sharp little point would help me get in there and get my
yeah,
my masking tape where I needed to just get.
Yeah. It works really good for that.
Oh,
it's got a nice little point.
Yeah, it's real skinny. I mean, you can see.
Oh, yeah.
All that blade.
Oh, it's tiny too, man.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. It's a little video thing.
Wait, you're holding it. Look.
Oh, all right. Here we go. See the bit lighter?
Yeah, it's the size of a Bic lighter.
It's a little bit longer. But I mean, when it's folded, it's smaller.
Yeah. Wow.
I hate this backwards camera.
I know.
And then my light's all behind me. I'm all backwards.
It was the interview was really good, man. Jammer, they had a really good turnout, man. It was like at one point there was like 23 people in the chat. Everybody was asking questions. Everybody was engaged. It was really
never
good,
got
man.
Below 20, the whole 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Really cool. Man, he brought back memories, and I was like, man, I done forgot about this, and there hadn't been nothing new since it happened. Basically, that's why I got a hold of Tails. I was like, look, Tails, let's do a live on this because that's something I've always thought it was that guy too. I mean, for him to come up with that, and that's what I thought years ago.
Yeah, that was very crazy on how much that officer's picture and body and everything.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. They were showing that guy on the bridge back when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
They were showing that guy on the bridge, right? And they showed him a lot. Well, then it was like, I can't remember exactly, but it was later. I ain't gonna say it was 2 days or 3 days. I'm not later. Then they had that cop. He was on that interview, and he just looked so out of place, like he didn't want to be there. Kind of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just kind of felt that vibe from how his body language was doing, and then not only his body language, but his body size looked just like that dude that was on the bridge. And I'm like, that's him. And I'm like, they'll never solve this because he's the, you know what I mean? He's a cop, and they'll never get solved.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't know whatever happened with it. And then I saw Tails put that up, and I was like, you know what? I'm glad he did that.
Oh yeah, man. Because I didn't know anything of it.
Well, we'll just see if any big channels copy that topic. If they do, good. It'll help get the word out some more, but it'll show you what the big channels do.
Yeah. I mean, you could even use this one, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not as cool as that one, though.
I like that. Well, it's a kind of gruely looking clown one. I can't remember what it is. It works pretty good, but it just looks so evil.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some that look really, really crazy.
I mean, like the It clown. It looks like that, kind of.
What about this cucumber? You like it?
Man, you can go get pickled.
Yes.
Mm.
No, but I was trying to find like a really good Trump one.
Yeah, I couldn't get one that'll work good enough.
Like the one that I showed you, that's the only one that I saw.
Oh, there's several of them.
Yeah, there's several of them, but whoa.
None of them are that good.
Yeah, there's just like that cartoonish one.
Yeah.
No, that's about it.
Excuse me. Well, shoot, peeps. What is that, jellyfish?
Yeah, that was a jellyfish. This one might work on yours.
Teacup. It is now lunchtime where Teacup is at.
Damn. Oh shit.
It is Friday lunchtime. Yeah.
Wow.
12 o'clock noon.
I look like the face from your walk-in.
Oh, yeah.
Your woods walk-in.
It sure does, don't it? That's
Well, that one was like this.
Yeah.
Didn't have a smile.
Yeah, that was crazy, that thing. How it
Yeah,
looked. I don't know. It was almost looked like a conquist. What do you call them? Spanish conquistadors. Yeah.
Conquistadores. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ones that say "Ole."
That gum Teacup had lunch 40 minutes ago.
What? What time did you had an early lunch, huh, Teacup?
Must go to lunch at 11.
Oh.
Well, shoot, peeps. You ready to end this thing?
Yeah, man. I'm
about
messing
tired.
around on here. So it's all good.
Oh, I've been, like I said, I hadn't done a live in so long, I forgot how to do it. I'm still vaping. I haven't smoked a real cigarette in a long time.
It's been a while, man. I know even before we went on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
you weren't smoking.
Go to 24 gram or whatever you call it, 24 milligrams.
That one help a lot better?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but, well, it's better than what you were at, right? 16 or 18?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's better. But I kind of gotten used to the 18. You know what I mean? So this is a little stouter. So I had to get reused to it in a way. It's like changing the cigarette brands. You can get a light, but it's not the
Yeah.
same light you smoke. You know what I mean?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But just that little from
Yeah.
18 to 24, it made a big difference.
Yeah. It for sure like helps you crave your cravings, curb your cravings. There you go. That's what I was
Oh,
trying to say.
definitely. I haven't thought, well, I mean, in the mornings when I get up, I'd love to have a regular cigarette with my coffee, but I don't know. This is not a cigarette.
No, I know it's not the same. It won't be, but in the
But
long
it's,
run, it's healthier and
yeah,
most important, saves you a lot more money.
exactly. And I'm not smoking as much at all, really, because I'll forget about smoking for a while and I'll think, oh, yeah, I forgot. I'll
Yeah.
go over and take a couple of hits, and I might not hit it for a while. Whereas if I was still smoking cigarettes, I'd probably already smoked two or three,
Mm-hmm.
that amount of
Yeah.
time.
Like even when I'm working on something, like I'll set it down like on a counter,
Hmm.
and then I'm off working. Next thing I know, it's like 4 hours later.
Hmm.
I'm like, where the hell is my vape at? And then I
Yeah.
walk out to the area that we're working out of where all our stuff is, and I'm like, oh shit, there it is. And then I'll take
Yeah.
like 4 or 5, and then I'll go back to work, and
Forget about it again. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That's
exactly.
kind of how I've been doing it. I'll take a couple of hits and go, do whatever I'm doing and forget about it, really.
Mm-hmm. I mean, then that's good. That's what helps you.
Hmm. And I haven't been, I know I've tried to quit smoking before and I know how it's done me. So I haven't really been like that at all.
No. Oh yeah. Like when you quit before, did like when after you like tried quitting and then you went back to smoking, did you smoke like twice as much or almost not? Well, I wouldn't say twice as much, but you smoked more than what you did before. Did that happen to you?
I think so.
Because that happened to me, man. Like every time
Because
I quit, I
you try
started
to
smoking more.
catch up on what you missed out on.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
yeah. It's I guess yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it happens to all of us.
Hmm.
And
I
something I
mean,
found out, though, the more cigarettes are rolled up, and it goes the same way with, like, if you buy 2 packs of smokes, you'll go through
hmm
those faster than if you just buy 1 pack.
that is very true. Because I used to buy 3 packs at a time.
And you'd always go, well, I got another pack.
Yes,
and,
and
and you wouldn't even half finish a cigarette. You know what I mean?
yeah, like before, yeah, you'd like smoke half of it and then put it out a little bit and then come back to it later. And then it got to the point where I was like smoking sometimes like two right after each other, and I'm like, dang, man.
Yeah.
I'm like sometimes three, and I'm like, oh Jesus, man. I'm like, I don't know how my
Yeah.
lungs put up with all that.
Well, I've noticed this. You ever sat there like I was smoking lights and I had to smoke a regular or a few regulars or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And that messed me up. So when I went back to the lights, I had to smoke twice as many lights because
Yes.
regulars, man, it's just crazy. It don't take much.
Mm-hmm.
Teacup.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Well, tell love for
Why?
angels good night.
Good night, love for
I
angels.
I probably missed a few people, but Teacup and everybody, I
You're not
appreciate
on?
that. I saw Teacup say something to love for angels.
Are you on there? You should be on there. Somebody was saying something. She just closed it out.
Oh, it was my sister's love for angels birthday. That's what Teacup said.
What did she say?
It was my sister love for angels birthday.
Oh, it was my sister Love for Angel's birthday. Yeah, yeah, it was on the while we were on vacation.
When was her birthday?
17th.
Okay. I think that's when my old boss that I was working for, his birthday's the 17th.
Hmm.
My stepsister's is the 12th. I always think it's the 11th every year. I don't know why. I do.
Yeah. It's like for the longest time, my brothers thought mine was on the 31st when it's actually on the 30th.
Really. That's
I'm
like my brother's.
you guys are
I can't.
retarded.
His is
I
either
shouldn't
the
have said that.
12th or the 17th. I can't remember. But it's one of those two of June, I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, for the longest time. I was just like, geez, man. Get it right, guys. Get it right.
I remember my dad's birthday is the day before 9/11. So
Oh, okay.
if it wasn't
Yeah.
for that, I wouldn't be able to remember it. I'm serious as
Wow.
hell.
Well, my brother's is the 9th.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. A lot of folks are born around the same time, aren't they?
Isn't that crazy?
That's
Let's
like
see.
my birthday is Applesauce's birthday, and I know one other person that has that birthday, and he's a preacher. Oh, and I think Born Racer's brother was born on that day, according to what he said.
Really, Racer. Well, that's very good.
Oh man, well, peeps, I appreciate you helping out.
Well, I know I didn't help as much this time because I was kept
It
on
was
getting
fine.
kicked off. But
It was fine. Tails kept on going.
yeah, it's all good in the hood.
Yep. That
All
guy
right,
that
man.
ain't little tractor tries to sneak through. At least he tries to keep it quiet.
Oh yeah.
I ain't lying. He sneaks in and out.
Huh.
He's real soft on the gas pedal. I ain't lying. I've never heard a truck that quiet.
Hmm.
But yeah. Until next time, I guess.
All right, man. Sounds
I
good.
appreciate. Yeah, Racer said his brother's August 8th. All right, y'all. I appreciate everybody showing up, and let's help put an end to this mystery. And whoever that was in there said that sounded like their dad, maybe they should turn them in.
I didn't know whether to read it out loud. It's like I wanted to.
Well, especially if they're from that area.
And then I'm like, oh my God, man. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let him read it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was crazy, man.
One.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Yeah. I appreciate everybody. Everybody have a good night. And you have a good night, peeps.
You too, John Boy.
We'll talk
So,
to you later.
all right, brother man. You have a good day tomorrow.
All right.
All right.